It took all the way to the clock striking 0 for the Del Valle Cardinals to kick the winning field goal and walk out of there 36-33, the victory, the very first win and game of the season. Can they do it again this week as we are on the road again up here in beautiful Pflugerville, Texas? We are at the field for Pflugerville ISD, located directly across the street from the Pflugerville Panthers campus. And we want to welcome you all to week 2 of the Hendricks Motorsports broadcast of Del Valle Cardinal football, proudly right here on the KMAX Sports Network, presented by Super Smiles Dentistry, On the Move Realty, and of course, Austin Community College. My name is Daniel Chancellor, your play-by-play commentator, alongside my producer, color commentator, man twisting all the knobs and making sure everything happens up here in the booth the way it's supposed to, Robert Rodriguez. And of course, we want to thank our QA back at KMAX Studios, making sure that this broadcast stays on the Wi-Fi waves for as long as obviously as long as possible, but as well as possible also. And that would be Brandon McLaughlin. Brandon, thank you so much for helping us out from the KMAX Studios. Robert, last week was a slugfest to start out the game. These two teams went after each other in the first quarter, and just a chess match, back and forth. Didn't really get much going. Defenses were tested a little bit, but no score on the board. Second quarter rolls around, and McNeil struck first, got a touchdown, missed the extra point, so we had a 6-0 ball game. Del Valle in a deficit, and before halftime could come to an end, Del Valle strikes back, going up 14-6 with some incredible acrobatic catching done by Caleb Burton right before halftime, and put Del Valle up on top. Third quarter came out. The two teams tied one another with 7 points apiece, and then the fourth quarter, everything lit up. Del Valle took a nice, strong lead. With about 4 minutes left in the ball game, Del Valle had a 2-possession win in front of them. And I said it, and you chastised me for it later because I knew I shouldn't have done it when it happened. But just about 4 minutes left in the game, I started talking about how Del Valle was going to walk out of there from Dragon Stadium with their first win of the season. What do they improve on? We were just already doing a pregame wrap-up. And with 1:51 left in the game, we were talking about a tie ball game because the McNeil Mavericks had come back and scored 2 times in about 3 minutes. Del Valle was playing on their heels all of a sudden, but the fourth quarter was where all the fireworks were at. Break it down for us. What did you take away from game 1? What did you like? What do you hope to see or not see on the field again this week?
Well, one of the things that Coach mentioned, and we'll hear it here in the interview in a little bit, is about their defense. Their defense is all brand new players on the team, and
not
on the field.
There are zero returning starters on the defense.
So they've got a fresh start on the field last week. Defense, I love the way that they played. They did well. They just had to tighten up quite, a few nuts and bolts here and there, and they found their niche and everything that they needed. Offense, like you had mentioned, great passing. Washington with some fantastic throws.
Yep.
The boys got wheels. What can we say? Every game just about makes some fireworks happen, seriously. And like you said, we counted, the eggs in the basket.
I did anyway. I did. I media jinxed them. I straight up admit, Cardinal fans, it was my fault.
You sure did. I'm trying to be nice on
there. No, there's nothing to be nice about here.
I
talked about it with Coach, before the pre-interview, before we were just catching up and talking about the week, but. Yeah, I told him what happened, and he goes, "So it's your fault." Oh, I was like, "I didn't mean for it to happen, Coach." So
one thing in high school, there's several things, of course, but one thing in football, period, is that you don't celebrate too early.
Oh yeah.
Until
that final whistle.
Clock is 0, 0, all zeros, nothing left on the clock.
Well, things are happening really quickly down on the field. The teams are actually about 10, 11 minutes away from kickoff. We had some issues to work out up here in the booth, so we got about a 10-minute delay start, and we have about a 12-minute video interview with Coach. So here's what I would like to do. I would like to silence ourselves for a little bit. I know you guys were itching to hear from Coach last week. We had a problem with the recorder, and it got deleted somehow, so we didn't have that interview for you guys. That being said, we have one for you today. So we're going to play as much of it as we can here in the pregame so you guys can hear Coach's thoughts on last week and what he expects from his team this week. And talks about the new offense and the new look a little bit. So and talk about the production from it also. So, guys, stick around. We're not going anywhere. We're going to keep it live, but I'm going straight to the coach's interview. So if you hear a little bit of dead air, don't freak out. It's not you. It's us. Just give us about 20 seconds or less for the pregame interview with head coach Charles Burton.
How's it going, Cardinal fans? This is Daniel Chancellor, your play-by-play commentator with the head coach of the Cardinals up in the press box, getting ready for week 2. And it's going to be a fun week. How was this weekend before we get into that, Coach? First and foremost, thanks again for the time. And how was your week?
The week was okay. I mean, it's preparation for a game, so it's busy and time consuming and fun and aggravating all at the same time. I guess if I could just throw in the glasses about it, but yeah, it's been good.
There was a question that was asked to me last week during the broadcast. It was toward the end of the game, and I thought it was a great question. Robert actually asked it, so I thought I'd ask you. What was your favorite part of Friday night last week? Actually, let me rephrase. The question was, what was my favorite part of the game? So let me ask you, what was your favorite part of the game?
Just the win, man. I don't know if there is a favorite part.
Yeah.
You know, if anybody's ever seen me coach, I'm kind of fiery the entire time, so sometimes I don't even realize when I'm celebrating stuff or not celebrating stuff. So, but to walk out of there with a win last minute last second was I guess I would say the best part of the night.
Well, it was a very exciting night last week against the McNeil Mavericks up at Dragon Stadium. Yeah, Dragon Stadium. And first quarter started out really quiet, kind of. You guys testing each other out, kind of a chess match more than anything.
Yeah.
And then the second quarter opened up a little bit, scoring, going to halftime, leading 14-6. We couldn't. I think one of the bright spots I thought for me in the first half for you guys was the defensive play, especially in the goal line situation. Gomez coming through big on those goal line stands, causing McNeil to not get it well. He kept you guys from letting him in the end zone. But Gomez had a couple of really big plays through the night. When you look back at last week and you I guess, do all the math and break your team down, what did you see from your team that you were really proud of, and what did you see that we need to improve on?
Well, no, I thought the effort was there. The kids played hard. And something I didn't realize, we talked about it Saturday, there wasn't a returning starter on that defense that started the game. They were all brand new faces, either some of the backups on varsity or some on JV or freshman team. And so that to me was that the new kids came through, and that's something to be proud of. And offensively, I think they've handled the transition from being just primarily solely UT to branching out, to develop, to having some spread components part of the offense. And I think those guys handled it well. And I think Elijah, for his first game out as a quarterback, being in control, understanding what's going on, executing the game plan, I thought he did that pretty good.
Coach, you brought up Elijah, and I think if there were any Cardinal fans out there that were concerned over the fact that you've got a player moving from defensive back / wide receiver to the quarterback position, all those concerns should be squashed. He used his arms very well, threw 18 times, which you guys are not known for throwing 18 times in a game since I've been broadcasting together. He used his wheels when he had to pull off a great run, a couple of great runs. I think as a quarterback, he's definitely, the off-season was good for him.
Yeah, definitely. He had a really good off-season, and our quarterback coach Hughes, has done a great job working with him, offensive coordinator also. And Elijah's a sponge, man. You know, he wants to be coached. He likes to take on new challenges, and he's accepted this one and is performing at it. So I'm not going to say I'm fully pleased yet because it's only been one game, but he has shown that he has the ability, which we knew he had. It was just now turning it into game action. He did that, so that's a good thing. And I would say that the positive about it is, you started somebody at a new position, especially quarterback. He has varsity game experience at wide receiver and DB, so the speed of the game was not going to catch him off guard, or it would only take a couple of plays for him to realize, okay, this is how it feels, this is what I'm used to, and then he can settle down. And as he settles down, the rest of the offense settles down, and they get ready to roll.
When you looked at the passing game, a lot of people contributed in the game. Caleb Let's see, what did he get? 5 catches, 97 yards. Caleb Burton, freshman wide receiver. When Elijah took over at quarterback during the offseason, did he get together with those wide receivers and they practiced on their own? Because it seemed like the chemistry was there almost immediately.
Yeah, those guys have been throwing the ball a lot with each other and getting used to each other. They've also spent a lot of time during the summer. Elijah being a leader, leading workouts, and those guys being led, coming up and catching balls and developing that relationship, because that's important. No matter how the quarterback throws, his guys and the receivers got to have a relationship, and I think they've got that. So, and I think you could see that it showed in that first game, and hopefully it's something that continues to build and get stronger throughout the season.
The one thing that we saw up in the press box, it was kind of a glaring issue for both you and McNeil, the penalties. Penalties were rough last week. 14 penalties for 105 yards against the Bell Valley Cardinals, 7 penalties, 60 yards against the McNeil Mavericks. Is that just first week jitters, or is that just getting, what do you think that was?
I guess I can't attribute that to bad officiating. I mean, it's just one of those things, man. We had some holding calls, which is going to happen, and it depends on, it literally depends on the holding call. It could be a holding call where I think a guy is fighting hard and he maybe just slipped up on position and he decides to grab because he wants to do well that play. Or it could be a holding call where a guy is being lazy and he takes a lazy step and somebody beats him and then he grabs to try to protect him, to try to make sure, the quarterback doesn't get hit or the running back doesn't get hit. Those are the ones I tend to usually get upset about. But the ones that are aggressive play, I don't truly tend to hard on. There's coaching points in there that we make sure we address. But penalties are part of the game, and of course you never want a bunch of them. But if you're not having penalties, that your guys aren't playing hard. Also whistle to whistle, and I'd rather err on the side of playing hard, whistle to whistle, than not to have any penalties. So we'll clean up the technical stuff, and hopefully that gets better throughout the year.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're coming back here live at the field. The coin toss is about to take place, and we will get back to the coach's interview at halftime as soon as we can. But like I said, things are happening really fast down on the field. The captains for both teams are meeting on the field at the 50-yard line as we speak. The Del Valley Cardinals are dressed in their Stormtroopers white unis, the red trim down the side, and those new beautiful helmets, the matte helmets with the metallic cardinal on the side. If you can think of like the UT Longhorn, they've made the logos metallic and all the lettering metallic. That is what the Cardinals helmets look like. The coin toss has just happened, and the Connally Cougars have won the coin toss. Connally is going to defend the north end zone, and Del Valley will defend the south end zone and receive to start the game. This field, of course, does run north and south. We have some threats of rain throughout the evening. There's been some thunderstorms throughout the week here in Central Texas. So, guys, keep your eyes open on the clouds. It looks pretty good right now. Not a whole lot going on. Looks like something down south from us, bound by Austin, maybe a little further south from Austin. But if it stays down there, we should be good to go here for the game time and throughout the evening. Your Cardinals sent out on the field for their captains, number 6, Chris Turner, junior defensive back, number 19, senior quarterback Elijah Washington, who had a great week last week, linebacker number 45, Nicholas Chavez, and offensive lineman number 72, Alexi Rodriguez. For the Connally Cougars, the captains, number 28, senior linebacker Dante Miller, number 35, senior linebacker Jeff Ward, number 42, senior defensive lineman Jaden Moreno, and senior offensive lineman number 70, Kalen Maxwell. So, all right, brother, we talked about it a little bit. You heard the coach's interview. Penalties were a big factor last week. Over 100 yards against Del Valley on the penalty side, almost 100 yards for McNeil. Coach said that maybe there were some outside issues that came with those penalties, but he does understand that if you're playing hard, there's going to be penalties. So, that being said, 105 yards is a lot of penalties. That has got to get cleaned up.
Big time. Seriously. First game, you get all the jitters out, all that good stuff. Hit a few helmets in. And it was actually a pretty intense game considering, how everything went with the penalties and all that. It was a really good game.
Oh, yeah.
To the end.
All the way to the end. All the way to the
And
end.
again, hopefully we won't come to that close of a a game today.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens.
Well, last
I look forward
night,
to seeing what Del Valle can do today.
Del Valle getting lined up to return this kick again, going south to north here at the field in beautiful Pflugerville, Texas, at Pflugerville ISD, right across the street from the original football field. The kickoff is high, caught at about the 15-yard line, up to the 30-yard line. No contact at the 35. Finally spun out of a tackle and goes down on the Connally side of the field all the way to the 48-yard line. Fantastic return by Tommy Rivers there, senior running back for the Del Valle Cardinals.
Tommy.
Nice
moves there at the end. Shook off a tackle with the spin move. Ran out of bounds. Good run by Tommy.
The Del Valle Cardinals offense going to start out on a very good side of the field here. Very great field position. The 47 is where they've got them marked. And they're going to start out shotgun formation, 3 wide, 2 to the near side, single back offset to the right of Elijah Washington. He gets a snap. It's a high one. It's going to go way over his head. The ball is bouncing all the way back to the 30. Scoops it up and is going to try to run with it. Gets back up to the 40 before it gets shoved out of bounds. And they're going to call a late hit against the Connally Cougars, and that's going to help negate some of those yards that that bad snap caused.
Bad snap indeed. Like the effort from Washington, but just wasn't enough. I think that penalty might help them out quite a bit.
It might actually be going against Del Valle. It might have been a nope. They're turning it around. They're turning it around. So yeah, let's get the official call here before we keep making assumptions. And the Connally coach is getting a little explanation from the side judge here, and he's. Oh, it is going to go against Del Valle, and they're going to decline it. So there it is, a block in the back going against Del Valle, and that's what I was afraid of. So the bad snap, Del Valle, with the help of Elijah Washington, recovers it, but block in the back results in a 2nd and 23. Del Valle back at their own 40-yard line now. Still good field position, but a lot of yards to make up to get a first down. 3 wide to the near side. Elijah Washington, the shotgun. Another high snap, but wrangles it in. The handoff goes to Dunlop on the near side, and he gets off just about a yard past the line of scrimmage for a 1-yard gain. Dunlop showing off some good running skills last week. Ran for 131 yards on 23 carries. So young man is definitely a workhorse.
He really is. Dunlop's got this old school kind of run to him. Pretty straight up. Doesn't drop the shoulder too much, but has that very good stride. Can make ground up when he needs to.
Absolutely. Del Valle again coming out in the shotgun. 3 wide, 2 to the top now. Elijah with the snap. A good one this time. Looks to his right. Throws on the screen. It comes up short and way out in front of his intended target. That was Reggie Sims. Reggie patting himself on the chest as they know that brings up 4th down. And I think Reggie knows that he stopped about a step or two shy and causing that pass to be incomplete. So Del Valle sends their punt team out on the field, and the leg again of our punter, number 77. Still don't have that number on our roster. Got to get that straightened out with Coach. Maybe I can text Tawny right now and get it from her. There's a snap, a low one, able to be scooped up, and a good kick. It's a low line drive, gets caught at the 30-yard line by Connally, up to the 40 where first contact was made, almost tripped up at the 45 and goes down on the Del Valle 48-yard line. Good tackle there by, got a number 33, makes a clean-up tackle, but not on the roster, so nicely done there by Del Valle, but should have been a tackle way back at the 35. But again, you're seeing the mirror image here. Del Valle started on Connally's 48. Now Connally starting on Del Valle's 48.
Definitely. Good defense right there. Missed a couple of tackles on the way, doing that one-arm grab.
Right.
But number 33 there with a very nice tackle as the punt returner jumps in the air, wraps up, comes down with him, stops him right where he's at.
All right. Well, there was apparently a penalty on the play, so Connally got pushed back to their own 38-yard line, so it must have been a holding call going against Connally there. Actually, they're going to mark him at the 37. Connally comes out in the shotgun, 4 wide, 2 to each side, shotgun formation. Darius McGrew, the quarterback for Connally, hands it off on the end around to DeMonte Francois. I believe that's a correct way to pronounce his name. Gets a couple of yards on the wide receiver end around. Again, shotgun formation, 3 wide to the near side. McGrew hands it off again up the middle on the delay handoff. Going to get maybe a yard past the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd and 7. Del Valle defense standing strong.
Yes, indeed. Good stop by Del Valle.
Connally coming out again. Shotgun formation. Looks like they're going to be running a big spread here. 2 to each side. McGrew again in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Make that 5 wide now. 3 to the near side. The snap. Looking to his right. Then throws left. Caught on the screen. Going to make up to the 45. Del Valle stops the wide receiver before the first down marker. So it's going to be about 4 and 3. We'll see here if Connally decides to go for it or punt it away.
Del Valle right now working very well together to stop. Connally here doing a good job helping each other out. Slow the ball carrier, and the help comes every time, every season. I say, dun, 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 here they come. They're really good at that. So let's hope they keep it up this game.
McAnthony Everest, the receiver on that route, actually listed as a running back. New quarterback. No, excuse me. McGrew is still in there, but in the shotgun. 4 wide, 3 the near side, and it's a punt, a rugby-style punt. It's a very dangerous punt. He almost had it blocked. And Anthony Key was able to recover the punt at about the 37-yard line on the Del Valle side of the field. Gets hit immediately on the backside, and Del Valle will start this offensive drive on their own 37.
That was kind of a weird play.
It kind of was. I wasn't expecting that. Usually when, Colt McCoy is who made that punt style famous for me. You see Colt lying back up there. It looks like he's going to do something, and he just does the quick rugby-style punt. But that was very close. Del Valle got some penetration off the ends on both ends, and quarterback McGrew almost got sandwiched. Barely got that punt off.
Just barely, almost blocked. I mean, very, very close.
He punted that.
I thought it was going to be blocked.
He punted it from their own 45, and Del Valle is lining up on their own 37. So you're only looking at a 16 and 17-yard punt there. Penalty being marked off on the punt. Not sure why. It's getting marked off against Del Valle. And it's a big one, too. It backs them all the way up to their own 22-yard line. So don't know what happened. Maybe while we were discussing what happened during the punt, we missed some extracurricular activity, but that's definitely along the lines of an unsportsmanlike or something like that. It was a 15-yard penalty marked off just then. Shotgun formation. Elijah has 3 wide to the near side. Single back is Dunlop. Again, a high snap, and Elijah's going to have to make his wheels work again. Spinning out of 2 tackles, rumbling forward, and luckily gets back to the line of scrimmage. But 3 Connally Cougars there to make the tackle. That high snap, it looks like Washington and his center are going to have to get over there on the sideline and work a few bugs out. A little longer than normal in the huddle just then. Maybe Elijah trying to calm his center down. Back to the traditional wing T format here, and the handoff to Dunlop on the far side. Blockers in front of him. He gets up to the 36-yard line, make that the 26-yard line. So 2nd and 10 becomes 3rd and 6, and Del Valle's looking like their old Del Valle once again.
Dunlop seems to be starting well, but his cutting is a little bit off, a little bit too late going past the line, and he needs to find the right hole to go through, and once he's able to do that, I think he can have some races here.
3 wide, 2 to the near side. Shotgun formation again for Del Valle. Dunlop lined up on the left side, and Washington throwing deep down the right side to Caleb. Caleb Burton throws him over, out-throws Caleb Burton out of bounds. So that'll come up incomplete, bring up 4th and 6th on the Del Valle 26-yard line. So 2 offensive possessions for Del Valle result in 2 punts. Defense stepped up, caused Connally to punt their first possession away. Connally could be looking at some pretty good field position here after this punt. The punter lining up at his own 14-yard line, punts it away at about the 17. It's a high kick, crosses the 50, caught at the 36. First contact made at about the 44. Flags come flying in and goes down at the 45. I think you're going to see a couple of holding calls go against the Pflugerville-Connally Cougars here. At least that's the way we saw it up in the booth. But maybe they saw something we didn't. Zebras come together at the 40-yard line. And the head ref, blocking the back, goes against the Pflugerville-Connally Cougars. That's going to help Del Valle out a little bit. Backs Connally up. First down. And they are going to start this drive instead of from their own 44-yard line. Will now start from their own 30. Both are going to show them at their 30-yard line. Check that. Yep, 30-yard line. Again, shotgun formation, 3 wide, 2 running backs to choose from for McGrew. McGrew puts a man in motion and hands it off on the delay right up the middle, and Del Valle's having none of it. Great tackle there by number 54, Andres Gomez, who came through big time last week on a 2 goal line stands in different points in the game, but there he is showing us that tackling ability again.
Might be a little early to say this, but so far he's been my favorite tackler on the team. Like you said, fantastic tackle last week, showing great ability to wrap up and bring the runner down.
Del Valle Cardinal defense and setting up nicely here with a 2nd and long, looking at 2nd and 14. As now the Connally Cougars looking to pass it. 2 rushers coming in. They're going to throw it on the delay screen up to the 26-yard line. Big hit. And 4 white jerseys come in to clean it up. Forward momentum is going to be marked at the 26-yard line, so only back to the line of scrimmage on that screenplay thanks to the pressure coming through on 2 rushers. Man, the Del Valle front 3 are killing it right now.
Definitely. I'm liking the way they're showing that they're communicating with each other and helping each other out, preventing the run really well right now.
And the pass rush, holy cow, only
Doing
rushing
very
3.
well.
3-4 defense here for the Del Valle Cardinals. And they're lined back up. Connally with 3 wide, 2 to the top, 2 backs. McGrew in the shotgun, takes the snap. Delay hand, no, holds on to it. It's getting pressure from both sides. He's going to get sacked and taken down at the 19-yard line. On the sack was Delirian Singel. Holy moly, that was a great tackle from behind. Great pursuit. Del Valle defense showing up tonight.
Yes, I'm liking the way they're playing. Like I said, great communication so far, but one of the best things that they're doing right now is beating Connally off the line, which is allowing them to get in the backfield there to the quarterback.
Senegal coming through with a little help from none other than Gomez, who came around on the opposite side, caused McGrew to scramble out of the pocket. 4th and 21 here for Connally as they make some moves here, showing punt. McGrew is going to punt it away again. This time a lot more time, a higher kick. Going to get caught at the 50. Del Valle's going to return it, but it blows it dead. Not sure why they blew it dead, if there was a fair catch called or something like that, but looks like Del Valle's going to take over right about the 49.5-yard line, direct center of the field. On the Connally side of the field, that is. Game's flying by. 4:54 left here to go. I haven't even been calling out the time. That's how fast things have been happening here. 4:54 to go here in the first quarter. No score on the board just yet. These 2 teams playing very well. Defenses are stepping up nicely. The Del Valle defense playing a little better right now than the Connally offense, and that is exactly what we need. As now Del Valle comes out of the huddle. Wing T, single wide receiver to the near side. Single back, and there's the flex, and it's a handoff right up the middle, and that's going to be Eli Mendoza wearing number 30, rumbling up for about a 5, maybe a 6-yard gain, so that'll bring up 2nd and short with 4:44 and counting on the clock.
I'm glad we know who Eli Mendoza is.
Exactly
now.
right. Last week he was wearing 30. We thought it might be Marcus Barr. Unfortunately, Marcus Barr isn't playing right now, so Eli Mendoza is taking care of those duties. But he had to switch jerseys because his original jersey, when they did the team uniforms or team pictures, was too small. He bulked up a little bit since game time. So that run for the Del Valle Cardinals goes the outside. It's going to be a handoff to Dunlop. Looks like he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more before he gets shoved out of bounds. So second and short becomes third and short, route 4, maybe 4.5 yards to pay dirt, but to get a new set of downs.
Well, bulking up is never a bad thing in football.
Especially as a running back. Take a beating every game, so anything you can add to that to withstand some of those beatings, please do so. Single wide receiver, wing T, handoff quickly to Mendoza right up the – no, excuse me, it was a quick handoff here as I might have been a little confusion in the backfield. Mendoza had the hole in the line and could have taken off. Washington holding on to it. I don't know if there was some confusion between him and Dunlop and Eli trying to make something happen with his legs. Unable to do so, gets up to the 46-yard line and back to the line of scrimmage. So third and 5 becomes 4th and 5. And the Del Valle Cardinals punt this one away. Punter sitting up at his own 42-yard line. The snap. It's a slow one again. Punter scrambling to get off the turf. It's a low line drive. Takes a bounce. It's about the 23. Scooped up at the 19. Ran forward back to the 21 and down on the turf. And that is where the Connally Cougars will start this drive at about their own 22-yard line.
Special teams doing a great job tonight so far. Haven't allowed too much of a big run from Connally and definitely tackling well. So good job with the special teams right now.
Right now, one of the biggest hickeys or whatever you're talking about right now has got to be the snapper right now. The long snapper's having some problems in the shotgun and then for the punting unit. So I would be on the sideline practicing like crazy if he's not already. Del Valle's defense comes out to cover 3 wide to the near side. 2 backs for McGrew to choose from. McGrew looks to throw, and he's getting pressured almost, and does go down at about the 16-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 17. So that's the second sack of the day for the Del Valle Cardinals. Didn't see who came in on that sack. I can tell you right now who was in to help out, and that was Senegal.
It almost looked like number 21, I think, Joshua Castaneda.
I thought him or Chris Reed, number 22. Either one I thought could have been in on that. They all
Castaneda, excuse me.
Great job right now. 2nd and 16 for Connally, backed up to their own 17-yard line. They need to get to their own 33 for a first down. 3 wide, 2 on the near side, and McGrew looking to throw again. He's in trouble one more time. He waited a little too long to throw, gets out of trouble, and now he's on the run. He's up to the 20-yard line. He make that the 16. He got taken down. Feeling a little frosty afterwards. There must have been a little bit of talking during that tackle. McGrew gets taken down. Back to the line of scrimmage again. So 3rd and long. 3rd and 16 for the Connally Cougars. Again, 2 teams much like McNeil and Del Valle that know each other. They know their tendencies. Regardless of how many student athletes have come through this building, you still have familiarities. And it's kind of like brothers fighting each other. They know what they're going to do. Shotgun, 4 wide, 3 the near side. Hit hard on the backside, and down goes McGrew. And he is not happy on the sack. Number 21, Joshua.
It says Castenda.
Castenda, thank you. I appreciate your help on that one. Big time coming in. Huge 4th down now for the Connally Cougars. Del Valle defense. Holy cow, they came to play big time today.
Castenda making 2 out of the last 3 plays right now. Tommy Rivers on that, the one before this.
Right.
Playing defense.
1:23 and counting until the first quarter comes to an end. Del Valle's defense is blowing things up. No score on the board, but lots of action on the field. Back deep to return this for the Del Valle Cardinals, Chris Turner, as well as Reggie Sims. And it's a high punt. It's going to bounce at about the 24-yard line, make that the 26, and go forward to the 31. So Del Valle on the Connally 31-yard line. The punter knocking this one out of the end zone to get it as far down the field as he could. Results in about a 30-yard punt, and it also results in Del Valle with fantastic field position to start this offensive drive.
Less than a minute to go. No points on the board.
No points on the board. Del Valle offense and defense seem to be finding the rhythm a little quicker than the Connally Cougars. Shotgun formation, 3 wide to the top. Elijah hands it off to Dunlop, who runs it off to the... No, Elijah keeping it. Fooled me and everyone on the field at the same time. He doesn't go down until he gets to the 6-yard line, loses his helmet in the process. No, that's not Elijah. There is a helmet down on the field, but not sure whose helmet it was. Oh, it was a Pflugerville Connally player. Elijah Washington tearing off a big run and getting a huge first down for the Del Valle Cardinals, now in the 7-yard line. First time they've been in the red zone all day today so far. We're only in the first quarter. 45 seconds left. Shotgun. Dunlop in the backfield, 3 wide to the near side. The delay handoff to Dunlop. Tries to skip out of its tackle, but gets taken down back at the line of scrimmage. That brings up second down.
I like how Dunlop runs. And, like I said, he really doesn't drop the shoulder too much. Spin move, still spins kind of high. Was able to shake some tackles, but it's pretty tough.
Very hard runner, bruising runner. Delivers a hit pretty much every time they hit him. 3 wide this time for Elijah Washington, who's in the shotgun. Again, Elijah's holding on to it again on the delay handoff. Touchdown, Del Valle on the far side. No one touched him, and Del Valle strikes first as the clock strikes 0 here in the first quarter. 6-0 your score. The Cardinals on top of Cougars. Extra point attempt coming up.
And Del Valle had me fooled with that play as well. The only way that I knew Washington took up quick up to the end zone, I was looking in the middle as Dunlop was trying to take off with the ball.
Dunlop had about
out.
3 black jerseys on him, as the Connally Cougars at least appear to be in black unis with dark green highlights. The extra point attempt goes good as it goes low over the crossbar. So now the Del Valle Cardinals lead this one at the end of the first quarter, 7 over the Connally Cougars, who are at nothing. And what a first quarter it's been. Del Valle striking first as the clock strikes 0. We'll take a quick break as they swap sides of the field, make some quick adjustments, and we will bring it right here. Thanks for listening to the Hendricks Motorsports broadcast of Del Valle Cardinal football right here on the KMAX Sports Network.
Some realtors just want to sell you a house, but at Beyond the Move Realty, they want to build a relationship for life. Because let's face it, your needs can and will change. When that happens, Beyond the Move will be there as a trusted resource to help you buy or sell your next home. Learn more online at btmrealty.com or stop by and see them at 411 Humphreys Drive in Butte.
This is the KMAX Sports Network.
Follow all the game day action right on our Twitter feed at KMAX Sports.
Welcome back to the field here in beautiful Pflugerville, Texas. We are at the Pflugerville ISD Sports Complex. The Del Valle Cardinals have just struck pay dirt, going up 7-0 over the Connally Cougars as the first quarter has come to an end on the legs of quarterback Elijah Washington with a great quarterback option keeper. He held on to it, fooled everybody, and got to the end zone. And now the Del Valle Cardinals have just kicked off to the Connally Cougars. They recovered it at their own 24-yard line and got up to about the 33 before getting shoved out of bounds. On the return for Connally was, I believe, number 4, Bobby Hancock, senior wide receiver. So McGrew will send out his offensive unit. They're going to be on the far hash marks as they are now going south to north. Del Valle defending the north end zone. If you have never been to the field, if you've never had the opportunity to come here, it's been built for a couple of years now at least, I think. This is actually one of the most beautiful high school football fields that we have ever had the opportunity to broadcast from. I think I've been in a few over the last 8 years or so. I've been with the KMAX Sports Network, and there's a lot of D3 schools and a few even 5A, 6A schools that would love to have a complex like this. Very nicely done by Pflugerville ISD building this fantastic complex. First play from scrimmage results in a 2-yard loss on the run for the Connally Cougars. So we're looking at 2nd and 8 with 11:36 to go and counting here in the first half. Again, Del Valle leading this one 7-0 over the Connally Cougars. McGrew and company, a little confusion on the field right now as he's trying to get his offense set. 2 backs and 3 wide receivers to the near side. There's the snap. Turns and try. No, it's a fake handoff. A throw here to the near side screen. Ooh, and a big hit on the wide receiver at the 30-yard line. That was DeMonte Francois. He got up really not quickly, but that was a huge tackle there by Del Valle. Looked like that was Andres Gomez who got in on that tackle. Ball's been set. Clock still running. 11:05 on the clock. Del Valle leads at 7-0 here in the first half. And we're going to have make that 5 wide receivers, 3 at the top, 2 to the near side, and an empty backfield for McGrew. McGrew, low snap, scoops it up, rolls to his right, looks to his right, and throws on the flat. Caught it about the 35-yard line and hit, knocked out of bounds at around the 40. Still short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th and 3.
So far, I'm really, really appreciating how well Del Valle is tackling. A couple yards given up there. Nonetheless, we're able to stop the Cougars there. Still doing a great job on defense.
The one thing about this style of punt, when you leave your quarterback out there, you don't know what to expect with a 4th and short like this. Your offense hasn't been producing really well. Pflugerville could easily fake the punt here at any moment. They have wide receivers out there, the good hands team. McGrew waiting for the snap back at their own 28. There it is. Looks downfield, finally kicks it, but almost blocked by Del Valle. Recovered at the 22-yard line. Blockers in front. Up to the 35, the 40. Still blockers, finally hit and taken down, but not until he gets to the Pflugerville 46-yard, make that the 48-yard line. Great return there by Chris Turner, senior defensive back for Del Valle.
Very, very nice turn by Chris. Man, Mr. Turner, good run.
Very nicely done. Del Valle, worst field position on this entire evening so far has been back at their own 22-yard line, and that was because of a penalty after a punt. So far, this entire game has been played either very close to the Connally side of the field or on the Connally side of the field. And right now, they're on the Connally 48, sending 2 wide receivers to the far side. Shotgun formation. Elijah Washington has 2 backs to choose from. Dunlop behind him. There's the snap. And Dunlop, no, Elijah Washington again with the hold on the quarterback option keeper. Gets about 4 yards before getting taken down and up to the 43-yard line.
Speed.
Lots of speed. There were 3 Connally Cougars chasing him laterally, and they had to break off from possibly making the tackle sooner to cut the angle off to get him with only a 4-yard gain. He was about to break free. 3 wide now to the near side, single back for Washington. Barks out the cadence, hands it off to Dunlop, cuts it back up to the center of the field, gets up to the line of scrimmage. Nothing happening there as the Connally Cougars swarm on that one.
Dunlop still trying to get his groove a little bit. Still early in the ball game, but don't count him out. He can do some damage.
3rd and, what is that, about 7? Yeah, 3rd and 7 for our Del Valle Cardinals. They're sitting at the Connally 45-yard line. 4 wide, single back. Elijah backing up to the shotgun formation. The snap, looking to his left, steps up in the pocket, finally throws and almost picked off the safety, reading the eyes of Elijah Washington and steps in front of that pass. Almost a pickoff there by number 8, J.D. Barron, I believe. J.D. Barron for the Connally Cougars. That's going to bring up 4th and 7 for the Del Valle Cardinals. Punting away at one more time. Punter lining up at his own 42-yard line, ready to return it for Connally. J.D. Barron, who almost got the interception, causing this 4th down back at the 12-yard line. It's a bad snap. Punter trying to get to it, but unable to do so as the Connally Cougars will recover it and take over from the Del Valle 35-yard line. Seems like these two teams are just going to keep giving each other a few gifts here and there.
Here and there. Not quite Christmas, but
yeah, Christmas in September for both
Yeah.
these teams here. A little surprise in the stocking, so to speak.
snapping seemed to be kind of what we need to look at here coming out of the second half, or right now actually, but tighten up a little bit on that snap.
8:56 here to go on the clock. The Connally Cougars with their next offensive possession, 4 wide. This is a gift offensive possession based because of a bad snap. And we're going to have
offensive.
yeah, going to have a false start against Connally. So that'll back them up 5 yards. 1st and 10 from their own 44 will become 1st and 15 from their own 39. Del Valle defense, again, playing very, very well tonight. I would expect nothing less here. The front three doing a fantastic job getting into the backfield, disrupting the run game. Great pass pass rush, just like that right here, and they still. Oh, what a cleanup tackle there! Number 21 again for Del Valle, Joshua. Say it again.
It says Castenda.
Man, he's putting on a pretty good tackling clinic. That was the target there, Stephen Crenshaw. Nice little spin out of the first tackle, but because he was held up, man.
This is quite an improvement, actually, even from last game on the tackling itself. This part of the game, this defense here has proven that good tackling can do a lot.
2-yard loss on that pass. And again, pressure in the backfield only by 3 rushers, but the pass is finally completed up to the 20, the 15, the 10. First contact finally shoved out of bounds at around the 8-yard line. So now the Connally Cougars are threatening inside the red zone for the first time today. But still, that play aside, this defense is playing remarkably better than they played last week. You were talking about the improvement in just 7 days. I don't even know what to talk about right now because how well they're playing.
You know, Coach has done a number on the defense itself. You know, he talked about there was no starters right now, but they're playing some fantastic defense.
A delay handoff up the middle by Connally, and a second effort gets Connally on the scoreboard. Tough run there by Dante Miller. Senior has him listed as a linebacker, but he just lined up at running back and showed what it takes to get it in the end zone for the Connally Cougars. So now the score, Cardinals 7, the Cougars 6, 7:59 on the clock, and the Connally Cougars are sending out their extra team unit. Your place kicker, number 17 for Connally, Jose Marquez. There's the snap. Bad hold, but he's able to get it down in time. The kick goes through, and it is good. We have a tied ball game here at 7:59 in the second quarter. Del Valle and the Connally Cougars knotted up at 7 apiece. The chess match has begun, and we are just getting started here on the KMAX Sports Network. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a real quick break as they get ready to bring them back out on the field for the kickoff. And we are very happy to have you here on the Hendricks Motors broadcast, proudly on the KMAX Sports Network.
Spring. The time of year when a young man's fancy turns to
Play ball!
Vype Media is the state's most comprehensive high school sports media outlet, covering UIL, private schools. Vype has been in Texas for over a decade. Visit their website at Vype, Texas.com. And also pick up your Vype magazine today. Get in the game with Vype Media.
Socialize with us
You don't have what they call the social skill.
on Twitter at KMAX Sports, or catch us on Facebook. Search KMAX Sports. Just another way KMAX Sports is bringing your team see you.
by Super Smiles Dentistry, On the Move Realty, and of course Austin Community College. Without these sponsors, these broadcasts would not happen throughout the year. We greatly appreciate them, and we want you guys to give them as much patronage as possible. Please hit them up. We will give you some more information about these sponsors as the Connally Cougars kick this one off to the Del Valley Cougars Del Valley Cardinals on the north end zone. Recovered at the 10 and rumbles all the way up to the 37, 38-yard line before finally getting taken down. Great job on the return there by number 85, which I do not have on the roster for the Del Valley Cardinals. So, again, got to work on this roster for Del Valley. Maybe I'll just get Coach to send it to me on Thursday evening. That way we don't have this problem next week.
Yeah.
Great return there by the Del Valley Cardinals, though. Again, starting on their own 38-yard line, recovered this kickoff at the 10. Back under center, wing T formation, Dunlop. Oh, no, that was Mendoza that got the carry, but got tripped up right as he got to the line of scrimmage and flips over. Gets about a half a yard to a yard on that carry, but he literally went head over heels on that one.
Mendoza's got that running back ability, like you say, you like to say, he can squirt out of
Yeah, he's a smaller guy, but
Squirt
he's
out of
built
that
like
line.
a bulldog, man. He just disappears in the line and squirts out into the secondary, and you're like, where'd he come from? And by the time you're asking that question, he's gone. Single wide, two backs and a flex, and then the handoff goes to, it looks like Mendoza again on the far side. Second effort rumbling forward. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage and ends up getting 3 yards out of it. Good running, hard-nosed running there by Eli Mendoza. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 5 for the Del Valley Cardinals. 6:55 here to go on the clock. The game is tied 7 apiece here at the field in Pflugerville, Texas.
You know what Mendoza reminds me of is Kai Whiteside.
Oh, yeah, I can see
Did
that.
some running, but I think if you gave him enough room on the sidelines, he might burn you.
4 wide, 2 on each side. Del Valle in the shotgun. Dunlop offset to the left. Now make that to the right of Washington. Connally showing blitz and brings it. Washington throws to the center of the field and just barely overthrows Caleb Burton at about the 20-yard line. He was on the far side hash, and you could see him just reach out, and it just off the fingertips. That'll bring up 4th and 5, and the punting unit comes back out on the field for the Del Valley Cardinals with 6:21 here to go in the first half on a tied ball game, 7 apiece.
This game is flying by.
It is cruising. A lot of running here. Del Valley's thrown a lot here in the first half. I would almost gather to bet that they threw the ball 18 times last week, and I'm betting that if they're not already there here in the first half, they're real close.
Now the shotgun is something a little different for the offense. Seems to be working out okay for them, but not as well as we'd like.
Another high snap, bad snap for the Del Valley Cardinals, and it goes all the way back to the 11-yard line before the punter is able to get on top of it.
Not as well as we'd like.
This is going to give the Connally Cougars some tremendous field position on the Del Valley 11-yard line on the north end zone here. And the punter for Del Valley, number 77, just doing his best to try to recover that ball. Had a couple of Connally players about 10 yards behind him. Didn't know that because he had his back turned to him as his focus was on the football. Elected to just jump on top of it. Turnover on downs. First down for the Connally Cougars at the 12-yard line here at the field. There's the snap and the handoff. Oh, no, McGrew playing a little Del Valley Elijah Washington trick as he holds on to it himself on the quarterback option keeper. Goes out on the far side and gets all the way up to about the 3-yard line. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1 inside the 5 for the Connally Cougars, threatening to take their first lead of the ball game.
Copying that play.
Yeah, they did. They're showing it. The Del Valley Cardinals. We can do it too.
Had me fooled, actually. I'm not going to lie.
Got me as well. McGrew again in the shotgun. 4 wide, 3 the near side. Man in motion from left to right. And the delay handoff goes to number 28 right up the middle. Again with some second effort. Dante Miller finds the end zone for the second time today. And that will put the Cougars on top of the Cardinals 13-7 with the extra point try coming up. Robert defense had a short field to work with there. Had to fight for everything. What's going on with our long snapper?
I don't know, but shotgun's not working out very well.
And the extra point try is almost blocked as Del Valle showing a lot of pressure. It goes through true, though. So now with a one-possession lead, the Cougars on top of the Cardinals, 14-7 here in the first half. 5:35 to go in the first half. Here from the field, we'll keep it here for a few minutes and talk about some adjustments maybe that we're seeing that could be made from the booth. But I think the most glaring thing is the Del Valle long snapper. He's just got to get on the sideline in between, his opportunities and practice with the quarterback or practice with the holder, practice with his punter. But one way or another, the snapping, the long snap for the Del Valle Cardinals right now is really hurting them. They're playing outstanding on offense. They're playing great on defense. Right now, it's the only thing that's really hurting them on the field is that long snapping ability. Del Valle Cardinals out on the field, ready to return this kickoff. Back deep, number 7, Reggie Sims, as well as we have a new returner back there. I believe that's 21, Joshua Castinda. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Connally Cougars coming out to kick this one away. On the leg of number 17, Jose Marquez. And here's the kickoff. It's a high, short one, caught at about the 33, actually muffed and caught and rumbles forward for as many yards as they can get, which is only going to put them up to about the 37. But again, Del Valle starting in decent field position, their own 37-yard line. Special teams play starting to falter just a little bit there. Del Valle offense back out on the field, Elijah Washington and company. Wing T formation, flex player on the end, 2 backs in the backfield, and a single wide receiver. And the handoff goes straight up the middle, and it is Eli Mendoza lowering his shoulder, getting a second effort in there, and rumbles ahead for about 6 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 4 for the Del Valle Cardinals.
Very well, 6 yards there. Mendoza doing a good job. Like I said, he's that player. I like how you say that, just squirts out of there, you're and where did he come from?
5:08 and counting here in the first half. Del Valle trailing by 7. 14-7 is the score to the Connally Cougars. Back under center. Again, a quick handoff to Mendoza. He bounces out to the outside. He's in between the hashes now, and he's stood up, but not until he gets the first down they need. He needed 4. He got 4.5, and a new set of downs with 4:50 left on the clock here. It stops momentarily while they set the ball. Clock is running, 4:45 and counting. Again, Del Valle breaks the huddle. Looks like they're going to go back to the wing tee again. Caleb Burton, the single wide receiver the far side. Flex players on either end, single back in the backfield, and it is, again, Mendoza with the call, goes straight up the middle, turns his back and rumbles ahead for about a 4-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 6. .4:15 and counting here in the first half. Del Valle trying to close this gap between the lead here from the Cougars, which is only a 7-point game. Again, Caleb Burton breaking out as the single wide receiver to the far side. He lines up at the 50. Under center, Washington puts a man in motion. It's Dunlop who gets the call. He rumbles ahead, breaks out of a shoestring tackle. He's on the move. Nobody in front of him as he's trying to break off the angle from the safety. He crosses the 5. The touchdown is there, and the Del Valle Cardinals have tied up the ball game, or actually 1 point away from tying up the ball game.
1 point away.
13-14 your score. 3:44 left to go here in the first half. And Del Valle again in a slugfest. My goodness, this could be in a very fun game, much like last week, brother.
Dunlop doing a great job there. I love his form. When he broke away from the line, got free, his nice strides, I'm telling you, looked like, natural. He looked like a natural. That's the best way to put it.
Vasquez down on the field kicking this extra point for Del Valle. The hold is good. The kick is up, and it is through. But it is no good. So Vasquez misses the extra point. I looked through from up here. I apologize, Cardinal fans, but there it is. So the Del Valle Cardinals will be trailing the Cougars by 1 here with 3:44 left to go in the first half. And that extra point not going through might be a factor later in this game, brother.
Could be.
Forces Del Valle to possibly go for 2 later in the game when you may not want to. Kind of changes your game plan up a little bit. It becomes a much bigger chess match when you're trailing only by 1 or 2 points. Ask those Atlanta Falcons how it feels to only be leading the game by 2.
Don't talk to me about that.
Hey, I had their defense on my fantasy team in our league, and I'm not upset. That's the only time you're going to hear me cheer for the Eagles is when they're on my fantasy team. Or if I have an Eagle player, I'll be cheering for that individual player. But
yeah, one guy.
That one guy. If you had Aguilar, by the way, last night, he had a really good game on the fantasy side for the Eagles. If you had Nick Foles, I'm sorry, he did okay. If you had Matt Ryan, oof, not a good night for Matt Ryan. Here it goes. It is time for the kickoff from the Del Valle Cardinals after scoring that touchdown. It's a high, deep kick, recovered at the 13-yard line by the Connally Cougars, up to the 25, 27, the 30-yard line, the 35. Finally contact made, spins out of a tackle and gets shoved out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. Big return there by Connally. A little extra pushing and shoving on the sideline as 2 flags come in late. Del Valle looked like they were backing out of the scrum, so we'll be looking to see where these flags go as far as who's getting penalized. Was a little extra pushing and shoving there at the end.
Just a little bit.
Again, you got 2 crosstown brothers fighting one another here. Emotions are getting high. Pflugerville, hold on as we get the call. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike against Del Valle.
Oh, man.
So there you go. They're only going to mark it off against Del Valle. So Pflugerville's going to get a gift of about a 15-yard mark off. Night sky here over Central Texas is looking really nice. Clouds are filling it a little bit, but don't see any lightning off in the distance, which is all we're really concerned about. You need to take a look at that rain here. We'll talk about the weather here at halftime because it could be a factor later in the evening.
It was kind of dark coming from South Austin early this afternoon, but didn't look to be moving too fast.
Here's the first snap from scrimmage for the Connally Cougars in this offensive possession, and almost intercepted by the Del Valle Cardinals deep. Man, over the center. Del Valle safety had that ball at about the 15-yard line, came off his fingertips at about the 12, and he started scrambling for it after that, but it was too late. Looked like number 11, Taji Jones. That doesn't look right. Was that who that was, number 11? Trying to get a number here for the safety who just almost came away with a big one there. We're also going to have a flag on the play that gives the Connally Cougars another set of downs and moves them deeper into Del Valle territory. Not sure what the call was, but it's another 10-yard mark off. So now the Connally Cougars are set up at the Del Valle 22-yard line with a new set of downs. 3 wide, 2 to the top, 2 backs, and it's a handoff right up the middle, hurdling over one of his own players and trying to make some extra yards happen, taken down at the 15-yard line. The running back on that one, Stephen Crenshaw, for the Connally Cougars. Not exactly sure what the penalty was. We were still looking at the almost interception here, all the way back here at the 10-yard line. And then all of a sudden they were marking off some yardage. So 2nd and 4 now for the Connally Cougars, right inside the red zone, setting up at the Del Valle 16-yard line. 3 wide, 2 to the near side, 2 backs to choose from, split to the right of McGrew. McGrew puts a man in motion from left to right. He hands it off in the end around, and down goes hard Back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. DeMonte Francois again.
Francois.
He's had his number called a few times tonight, and when he has, he's gotten punished by the Del Valle defense. 86 degrees out there right now.
Not too bad.
No, sir, not too bad at all. We do have some scattered showers around us. And it looks like everything's moving southeast to north, or southwest to northeast, and right now we're right in the path of nothing. So it looks like we might be all right for the evening. 4 wide, 3 the near side. Again, a handoff on the delay up the middle. The legs are churning to push the pile forward and up to the 10-yard line. That'll be a new set of downs for the Connally Cougars again. 1st and 10 from the 10. 1:59 left to go here in the first half, and the Connally Cougars are trying to extend their lead. Right now they only have one. The score is 14-13 over the Cardinals.
Just a little bit, but I'm telling you, the Cardinals defense looking pretty good still. Not too bad. Keep up the good work.
Connally Cougar offense slowing things down a little bit, talking about things, looking over to the sideline for plays, not huddling up, but not in a hurry either. 3 wide, 2 the near side, 2 backs for McGrew. McGrew with the snap, hands it off. No, a quick pass over the middle of the field, comes up incomplete, overthrows his intended target, and that will bring up 2nd and 10 from the 10 for the Cougars. Everything around us is moving real slow, but like I said, we don't have anything really to worry about. So I think I'm going to not worry about the weather anymore. I think we're going to be good for the evening. 3 wide, 2 the top, 2 backs for McGrew. Man in motion from right to left, and the handoff. No, McGrew holds on to it himself on the quarterback option keeper. He's up to the 5. He's got blockers, dives over the end zone. Touchdown for the Connally Cougars. They stretch the lead now, 20-13 over the Cardinals with the extra point try coming up. We're about 1:20 away from going to halftime. The Del Valle Cardinals trailing the Connally Cougars 20-13. Connally getting ready to kick the extra point try right here. We'll give you some scores from around the Central Texas area, especially for our district here with the Del Valle Cardinals. The kick is up and good. So now the lead extends to 21-13 over the Cardinals. Connally Cougars have seemed to found a little bit of luck with penalties and bad snaps from the Del Valle Cardinals. Cardinals looking to right the ship and figure out what they need to do. They're going to talk about on the sidelines while I get ready to kick it off, and we are going to take a real quick break here from Pflugerville ISD Sports Complex from the field in beautiful Pflugerville, Texas. This is the Hendricks Motors broadcast of Del Valle Cardinal football proudly on the KMAX Sports Network.
BMW of South Austin and Audi South Austin are proud title sponsors of Cardinal Athletics. Located near IH-35 and Stastny Lane, Hendrick Automotive offers 2 premier facilities featuring over 500 new vehicles, along with our award-winning manufacturer-certified service centers. Being focused on people by serving our teammates, our customers, and our community is what sets this dealership apart. People are our most important asset. Come
Welcome back to the field, and this is Del Valle Cardinal football being brought to you very proudly on the KMAX Sports Network. We want to thank Hendricks Motorsports. We also want to thank Super Smiles Dentistry, On the Move Realty, and of course Austin Community College. All these great sponsors are making this broadcast possible, and we can't thank them enough for coming on board and making it possible. I am Daniel Chancellor, your play-by-play commentator, alongside Robert Rodriguez, who is producing and color commentating, doing a fantastic job. And of course we want to thank Brandon McLaughlin back at KMAX Studios, making sure that this game stays on the Wi-Fi waves as best as possible. The kickoff to the Cardinals gets picked up at about the 20-yard line. Some great moves being made, and finally gets taken down at the 35. But on the return, Reggie Sims, man, oh man, he scooped it off the turf, made some moves happen. I thought he was going to break that one wide open. Now there's 1:14 left on the clock. The Del Valle Cardinals trail the Cougars 21-13 here at the field. Del Valle playing a tough road schedule before they get to play their first home game of the season. That'll be in 2 weeks. Next week we're on the road, and it is a Thursday night game. So pay attention to the KMAC broadcast or the KMAC's webpage for the schedule, as we will be bringing it to you live right here on the KMAC's website next Thursday. And on the move, there goes Elijah Washington making some things happen on the quarterback design keeper. He decided to show McGrew that he still got the better wheels. He tears off a huge first down run of about 23 yards before getting shoved out of bounds. Great job by the Del Valle Cardinal offensive line holding their blocks and giving their quarterback an opportunity to make something happen.
Elijah Washington, like you said, with a great run. Love the jump cuts he's got to do. And, man, he's got some moves, too, to complement them wheels. Elijah Washington with a nice run.
4 wide, 2 to each side, shotgun formation. Elijah Washington has Dunlop off to his right, and he puts Dunlop in motion. He holds on to it, runs right up the middle, and just keeps the legs turning for about a 6-yard gain. So Elijah Washington gets his own number called twice, and both times he does a fantastic job of getting positive yards. Putting his offense back up to the line quickly. Same formation, 4 wide, 2 to each side. Elijah Washington gets the snap, looks to throw, and does to the left side. He's trying to find his would-be target, and not going to happen as it falls safely to the turf in between 2 Connally Cougars. So that will bring up 3rd and 4 with 42 seconds left to go here in the first half, with Del Valle trailing 21-13 to the Connally Cougars.
Looking like maybe a little bit of miscommunication there.
A little bit. Not sure who the target was on that one. It was kind of hard to see as night has fallen here at the stadium. The lights have definitely been on for a while, but you can definitely see it is Friday night under the lights one more time here on the KMAC Sports Network. A lot of great games on the KMAC Sports Network. You're listening to the best one, though. 4 wide for the Del Valle Cardinals. Again, looking to throw and does on the post route and caught. Good for a first down and up to the Connally 33-yard line. Needed 4, got 7. And the Del Valle Cardinals with a new set of downs. 36 seconds left to go here in the first half. We have a timeout on the field called by Del Valle. They're going to talk about it. They know they don't have a whole lot of time. They want to try to narrow that margin just a little bit between them and the Cougars. But I also know Coach Burton. He does not want to kick a field goal. He wants to score a touchdown, and he wants to get a 2-point conversion. He wants to convert it, and he wants to go into the halftime tied up.
Coach,
that's what he wants.
He does some gutsy moves.
Sometimes
they pay off well. When
last week was a good
yes,
indication of that. When they went for it on 4th and long, Caleb comes up with the big catch and gets them into the end zone. They go into halftime leading that one 14-6. So could we see something like that here? Very possibly. Right now they're set up for it. 4 wide, 2 to each side. Elijah Washington in the shotgun with Dunlop offset to his left. 36 seconds on the clock. 1st and 10. The fake handoff. Pressure. Rolling out of the pocket to the near side. Still looking downfield. Steps up and dives forward. Back to the line of scrimmage. Actually giving about a half-a-yard loss. 2nd down coming up. 26 seconds on the clock, and Del Valle will take another timeout to stop it. Del Valle with 1 timeout remaining. 26 seconds on the clock. Del Valle and Coach Burton playing a chess match right here, trying to close this gap a little bit. Trying to go into halftime with the momentum so they can come out of halftime with it.
I'm not sure how I'm really liking or disliking the shotgun.
It's something new, and we'll talk about it at halftime. But yeah,
we'll talk about it some more during halftime. But it seems to be right in the middle with them.
Yeah. And it is something that it's something new for the Cardinals. For the last, 4 seasons or longer, they've been the wing T offense.
Wing T offense.
And they very rarely passed, maybe 5 to 7 times in a game. Completed 3 of those. If they completed 3 out of 7 or 4 out of 7 passes, it was a good game. They usually ended up.
Wow! It was a wow.
Yeah, exactly. If they got about 115, 130 yards on their passing game, it was a really, really good game. Last week, 18 passes, 138 yards, no touchdowns, but still 11 completions on those 18 passes. So really good job by Elijah Washington protecting the football. Good job by his wide receiving core. We're seeing a little bit more of it today. and a lot more of it actually, as it's been probably more like 70-30 spread versus wing T as they come out in it again. 4 wide. Elijah in the center of the field finds his target. Caught it at the 20-yard line. It's good for a first down. Del Valle has a new set of downs to go. The clock is stopped at the 25-second mark. Oh, hold on. They want to talk about it for a second. We are going to have a holding call go against Del Valle. So that will negate the first down pass from Elijah Washington. Man, what a great job. But that's going to back Del Valle up. It was 2nd and 10, and now it is going to be 2nd and 20. Del Valle back at their own, will be at the Connally 43-yard line.
Not something Del Valle needs going into this halftime here. Great catch, by the way, through Sims there. Good catch, good hustle.
Got hit in the back right as he caught the ball. You could see it kind of almost squirt out of there, but he held on to it, gave it a nice bear hug. Great pass completion there. Wouldn't have been for the hold. Del Valle would be looking at 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line in the red zone and trying to secure a tied ball game here to go into halftime. 2nd and 20, 25 seconds on the clock. 1 timeout remaining for Del Valle. They're back at the 43-yard line. There's the snap. Elijah looks to throw and does on the screen route. Up past the 40, the 45, the 30. Make that to 25, and now the 20 getting grabbed from behind and trying to get shoved down to the turf before getting out of bounds, and does so, but not until the receiver gets all the way up to the Connally 13-yard line. Great job by Jacob Lopez, the senior wide receiver. Man.
Showing his senior wide receiving skills there.
12 seconds left
on the clock.
Throws the ball and to spike it to stop the clock. Keeps the clock at 12 seconds. Brings up also 2nd and 10 from the 13-yard line. Del Valle. What's going on here? Why is the clock ticking down? Okay.
Now it's 9 seconds.
Now it's 9 seconds. Apparently, little correction there. The Del Valle Cardinals have 9 seconds on the clock. They're at the 13-yard line of the Connally Cougars, and they're trailing by 8 points. Four wide, 2 to each side, single back offset to the left of Washington. It is Dunlap. Washington puts Dunlap on his right side. Takes the snap, looks to his left, throws to his left, looking for the end zone. Is it a catch? No catch. He bobbled it and got pushed out of bounds. That will be an incomplete pass. It only burns off 2 seconds, and it brings up 3rd and 10 for the Del Valle Cardinals.
Big third down here for the Cardinals. I'd say try it again.
Try it again. If you get a touchdown, great. If you don't, you stop the clock with an incomplete pass, and you get your field goal unit on to try to close in the gap a little bit.
Exactly. Thank you, Coach.
4 wide again. Elijah Washington has Dunlop offset to his right. He gets the snap. Dunlop to block. Throws again to the same side. One-handed try on the end zone and not catchable. No good. Stops the clock with 4 seconds left. And just like we talked about, here comes the field goal unit. So Del Valle, Coach Burton and his unit, he wanted that touchdown. I think it would have been interesting to try it over here on the near side. They tried it on the far side, 3 passes in a row. They should have brought it over here the last time. A little bit more open on this end.
A little bit.
So from the far hash marks, the field goal unit's on the field. Vasquez will be kicking this one from the 20-yard line. The snap is a little high. It's going to get bobbled, and the Del Valle Cardinals are scrambling to get it. Vasquez, the kicker, able to get on top of it. That will take us into halftime. The Del Valle Cardinals trailing the Connally Cougars here at the field, 21-13, in what has been a slugfest here in the first half. Both these teams showing that they're not willing to give up. The Connally Cougar marching band is making their way out onto the field. We'll take a real quick commercial break, give some love to the sponsors, because without them, these broadcasts wouldn't happen. When that break is over, Robert and I will come back, give you our first half breakdown, give you the keys to victory for the Del Valle Cardinals in the second half, And about that time, the Del Valley Cardinal Band should be getting out on the field, and we will turn it down and turn up the crowd mic so you guys can enjoy the sounds of the Cardinal Marching Band. Until then, keep it right here. Thank you for listening to the Hendricks Motors broadcast of Del Valley Cardinal football right here on the KMAX Sports Network.
BMW of South Austin and Audi South Austin are proud title sponsors of Cardinal Athletics. Located near IH-35 and Stastny Lane, Hendrick Automotive offers 2 premier facilities featuring over 500 new vehicles, along with our award-winning manufacturer-certified service centers. Being focused on people by serving our teammates, our customers, and our community is what sets this dealership apart. People are our most important asset.
Super Smiles Dental Center is a proud sponsor of Cardinal Athletics. We're a family-owned dental office dedicated to providing affordable, quality dental care. We accept Medicaid, CHIP, and most PPO insurance plans. We also offer 0% down and 0% financing on all dental services. We have a convenient office serving Del Valley families located at the corner of Ross Road and Highway 71. Call 512-247-6000 or go to supersmilestexas.com to make it.
Some realtors just want to sell you a house, but at Beyond the Move Realty, they want to build a relationship for life. Because let's face it, your needs can and will change. When that happens, Beyond the Move will be there as a trusted resource to help you buy or sell your next home. Learn more online at btmrealty.com or stop by and see them at 411 Humphreys Drive in Butte. Thinking about college but you don't know where to start? Austin Community College is here to help. Call or visit ACC's College Destination Center now to talk one-on-one with enrollment advisors about your goals and everything you need to get your college plans on track. It's never too early to start. Whether you want to earn a degree, train for a career, or get ahead with transfer classes, ACC offers personalized assistance with applications, financial aid, and more. Visit us at austincc.edu/start now or call 512-223-7747 to learn more. ACC. Start here, get there.
All right, thank you for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your Del Valley Marching Band.
Now please enjoy as the bells perform a Criminal Hooper theme to the Prince hit, Let's Go Crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field and join me in welcoming the award-winning proud Del Valley Cardinal Band. Band members of the week are Ishmael Diaz, Juan Cardenas, and Leslie Ardona. Cornet of the week is McKenna Monson. State Leader's Choice is Derek Payne. The Cardinal Band tonight is under the field direction of head drum major Madeline Morales and assistant drum majors Trey Washington, Tyranny Johnson, and Aaron Alejandro. And now, the band will present their 2018 UIL console show entitled First Wind and Fire, featuring selections Fantasy, In the Stone, September, Getaway, Let's Groove, and After the Love is Gone. directed by Tom Dyson, Timothy Kaiser, and Mary Batson. The ex-card directors are Catherine Zink and Kara Martinez. The voice of the proud Cardinal band is Catherine Zink. Best wishes to the Connally band during the 2018 marching season. Thank you for your attention and support during our performance.
BMW of South Austin and Audi South Austin are proud title sponsors of Cardinal Athletics. Located near IH-35 and Stastny Lane, Hendrick Automotive offers 2 premier facilities featuring over 500 new vehicles, along with our award-winning manufacturer-certified service centers. Being focused on people by serving our teammates, our customers, and our community is what sets this dealership apart. People are our most important asset.
Super Smiles Dental Center is a proud sponsor of Cardinal Athletics. We're a family-owned dental office dedicated to providing affordable, quality dental care. We accept Medicaid, CHIP, and most PPO insurance plans. We also offer 0% down and 0% financing on all dental services. We have a convenient office serving Del Valle families located at the corner of Ross Road and Highway 71. Call 512-247-6000 or go to supersmilestexas.com to make it.
Some realtors just want to sell you a house, but at Beyond the Move Realty, they want to build a relationship for life. Because let's face it, your needs can and will change. When that happens, Beyond the Move will be there as a trusted resource to help you buy or sell your next home. Learn more online at btmrealty.com or stop by and see them at 411 Humphreys Drive in Buda. Thinking about college but you don't know where to start? Austin Community College is here to help. Call or visit ACC's College Destination Center now to talk one-on-one with enrollment advisors about your goals and everything you need to get your college plans on track. It's never too early to start. Whether you want to earn a degree, train for a career, or get ahead with transfer classes, ACC offers personalized assistance with applications, financial aid, and more. Visit us at austincc.edu/start now or call 512-223-7747 to learn more. ACC. Start here, get there.
This is the KMAX Sports Network, and this is what we do.
Looking left, throws into the end, snap again, he hits the turf, and Devon scoops it up, Taylor Wilkins
corner of the end zone. 10, 5, touchdown. Let us broadcast your team. Send an email to Merle@KMAXSports.com or Chuck at KMAXSports.com to find out how.
Side, he's got blockers in front of him, touchdown.
5, touchdown.
Yes, sir.
It's what we do, and nobody does it better. We are KMAX Sports.
Vype Media is the state's most comprehensive high school sports media outlet, covering UIL, private schools. Vype has been in Texas for over a decade. Visit their website at Vype, VYPE, and also pick up your Vype magazine today. Get in the game with Vype Media.
Socialize with us.
You don't have what they call the social skill.
On Twitter at KMAX Sports or catch us on Facebook. Search KMAX Sports. Just another way KMAX Sports is bringing your team see you. Socialize with us.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click. It's real easy, man.
On Twitter at KMAX Sports or catch us on Facebook. Search KMAX Sports. Just another way KMAX Sports is bringing your team see you.
Welcome back to the Hendricks Motors broadcast, proudly on the KMAX Sports Network of the Del Valle High School football right here at the field in beautiful Pflugerville, Texas. There's a lot going on here. I can't possibly keep up. We want to thank, again, Hendricks Motors for coming on, as well as the Super Smiles Dentistry, of course, On the Move Realty and Austin Community College. All these great sponsors making these broadcasts possible. Hope you guys enjoyed the sounds of the Del Valley Cardinal Marching Band. I am your play-by-play commentator, Daniel Chancellor, alongside my producer, color commentator, Robert Rodriguez. And, of course, we want to thank the man behind the curtain that's making everything happen back at KMAX Studios, and that would be Brandon McLaughlin. Thank you so much for your help tonight, Brandon. It's halftime here at the field. The Cougars of Pflugerville Connally, our Connally Cougars, have a 21-13 lead over our Del Valley Cardinals. It was a lot of back-and-forth action throughout the first half, Robert, and then all of a sudden late in the second quarter, the Connally Cougars opened things up a little bit. Some high snaps during the punting game helped them out with a score that got them right about our own 12 or 13-yard line. Didn't have to do a whole lot of fighting to get in the end zone. And then next that got us with a one-point ball game, 14-13, and then they were able to do it again on a short field, or actually on a really good pass attempt is what it was at. Still kind of a short field. They were at their own 40, 42-yard line. Hit the wide receiver on the slot route at about the Del Valley 30 and took him all the way up to about the 10-yard line, and it wasn't much after that. And then it was a 21-13 game. Defense compared to last week has been playing lights out. We've gotten 3 sacks on 3 plays from scrimmage in a row in that first half. We've gotten almost a couple of interceptions, and we've gotten pressure on the quarterback or pressure in the backfield this entire first half with the exception of a couple of big plays. Offensively, we're still doing really well. We're seeing a lot more passing by the Del Valley Cardinals in this ball game than we did last week, and we still saw a lot of passing last week than what we're accustomed to. A lot more of the shotgun formation, which we'll talk about a little bit here as we break down this game. Robert, you saw what I saw in the first half. You're the coach. You got the opportunity to make some adjustments. What are you changing?
Well, the defense doing good. Adjustments-wise, I'd run a little bit on the outside. I think they're somehow not able to create the holes that they need to run on either side really right now. So somehow we need some lead blocking on the outside. Maybe run some perimeter stuff. Give it to Mendoza.
Yeah.
Mendoza's the guy we talked about it several times during the first half, how he's squirts out of there. If he can do that on the outside a little bit, I think that would help. Passing game, of course, we've talked about it throughout the game also, that the snaps, the shotgun,
right?
It's not working very well. It's working well when it works.
Right.
It does good for them. But when it doesn't, it's an absolute,
it's
disaster.
Pretty bad. It's been a disaster, yeah.
We're losing yards there. Snap lower.
The guys need to be practicing.
High.
They need to be practicing. If they should be practicing in the locker room right now, or just now, they should be practicing on the sideline when they come back out after every offensive possession. The long snapper should be practicing every time he's not on the field long snapping.
And so, again, the shotgun's not working entirely in their favor. When it does, it works out okay. Again, not just that, I'd also probably make sure that the communication between the quarterback and the wide receivers are nice and sound. Make sure that they're both understanding their assignments. And we did say there seemed to be a little bit of miscommunication there, and there actually was. One way or another, I'm sure there was. So other than that, I mean, the defense is playing very well, tackling's well. A couple of the only thing I would really actually look at to probably maybe changing up on defense, they gave a lot of cushion. That gave Connally a good run from midfield, almost to a touchdown.
Sure.
And they played a little bit too much cushion there. Other than that, Del Valley's playing defense as well. Like I said, offense is doing okay. Obviously, we got some points on the board, but we need to keep them numbers coming.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think defensively there's not a whole lot more we need to ask our guys to do. We're rushing 3 guys. I mean, we have a 3-4 defense. Of course, we bring in a couple of linebackers almost every down. We're almost blitzing every single time. But when you've got 3 or 4 guys pressuring and 2 are getting through to the quarterback or hitting the running back and deep in the behind the line of scrimmage and slowing him down, our defense is doing something right. Our secondary has done a really good job of keeping things in front of them, and overall in the first half. And I think we're going to see. I think you nailed it. I think we're going to see a lot tighter defense here in the second half for the Del Valley Cardinals. Offensively, again, I kind of agree with you when it comes to the shotgun. We need to talk about that a little bit. Del Valley was a spread offense 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Coach decided to change things up when he lost some key personnel that was pivotal to a spread offense, and decided to go to the wing T formation, which is a triple option, kind of formation. Think Clemson, that kind of football, if you want to put it down in college terms, or a team that you might be familiar with. So the first year was kind of, I think, up and down with the Del Valle Cardinals offense as far as getting that rhythm of being a triple option type of offense in the running game. And then when they found that rhythm and they got the personnel to eat, breathe, and just drink the wing T, it became the footprint and the identity of this team. Now you have a new offensive coordinator here at Del Valle. And Coach has said that he is a great offensive coordinator. He comes from Hutto. He's a Hutto Hippo. But he is a spread guy. That's the type of offense they're used to playing in Hutto. And Coach said, loved his thoughts and loved his ideas, but I didn't want to get away from what we are known for doing and what has been good to us.
Right.
So he told him, add some tools to the toolbox, but we're not going to take anything out. So that's where we're getting the spread offense, the shotgun formations that you're seeing a lot more of this season. I think it's just a lot like when the team first started the wing T. It's something new. It's something they're going to have to work on, and the more they play it, the more they practice it, the better they're going to get at it. And when they find that rhythm of mixing it in nicely in between the wing T and the spread, you're going to see a team that you're going to confuse a lot of defenses, because Elijah Washington can use his legs in either situation, right? He can use his legs in either situation. He's got the ability to throw. He can at any moment probably split out to wide receiver if they need him to, and have somebody come in and play a wildcat type of situation. So you have a playmaker here that can do all kinds of things on this offense. And I think this offense is going to grow into something phenomenal with it being as young as it is right now. Watch this team next year. Watch this team the year after that, when you've got these sophomores who have been eating, breathing, and drinking this offense. It's going to be phenomenal to watch. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and it has been a lot of fun to watch so far in just 2 weeks. So offensively, I think we're going to see the team go back to the wing T more. I think they experimented and tried to confuse Connally a little bit in the first half, and while there was moderate success, like you said, I don't think it was successful enough. I think Coach is going to say, hey, we need to do more wing T. We'll go back to the spread occasionally, but look for the wing T more here in the second half, in my opinion. I don't think you're going to see much change defensively. I think you're going to see a lot more great defensive play. Like you said, tighten things up. Special teams, they got to work on long snapping. They, like I said, practice. Whatever's going on with the long snapper needs to be corrected. So, plain and simple. Pflugerville Connally leading us right now 21-13 here at the field. What have you seen from Pflugerville? Do you think that somehow they have found that secret that they're now being able to manipulate Del Valle the way they want, or do you just think maybe they had a couple of lucky plays?
It might be a little bit of both, honestly. I think, like I said, the defense might have given a little bit too much cushion a couple of times, and those runs have paid off well for Connally. Connally, again, they said, we can do this too. Ran almost the exact same plays as Del Valle did. Seemed to work out fine for them, even scoring a touchdown with one of them. So they're finding something. They might be tying up the loose ends a little better, than Del Valle was towards the end of the first half, and it seemed to work out for them. Connally's got a little bit of a lead, not too far ahead, but
8 points.
Again,
8 points. That
one missed field goal could come back to haunt us here in the second half. Again, they found a little something there, and I think unless we break, that confidence a little bit with the defense that we have, and we can't do that right now with the way the defense is playing. Connally's going to continue to capitalize and just take the opportunities to score and make these runs that they have.
That last possession for Del Valle with a minute 50 on the clock or whatever it was here to get us to halftime, they got all the way down here close to the red zone. A penalty pushed them back. They were able to fight back from that a little bit. I think that momentum of almost getting the momentum and then going into halftime with a missed field goal has probably deflated that balloon a little bit that they created making that drive with a minute 50 left before half. But I think it's also going to be one of those things, hey, like you said, let's right the ship. Let's get the bandage things up. Let's tighten these up. Let's get things back going the way we know how to do it and like we were doing it early in the first half. They play like they were playing early in the first half. This is going to turn around real quick for the Del Valle Cardinals. We've got about 3 minutes before halftime is over. The inflatables are going up, and I thought I would give you guys some scores real quick, and then we'll try to give some love to the sponsors one more time before we go into the third quarter here at the field in beautiful Pflugerville, Texas. Right now, at halftime, we have Pflugerville traveling up to Leander, playing at Bible. That's at halftime, 14-7. Liberty Hill at Hutto. Liberty Hill trailing Hutto right now, 31-17 at halftime. Vandergrift is defending their turf against Killeen Ellison, 14-16 the score. Vandergrift on top. Austin High, who beat Connally last week in a big game, 56-41, are now trailing Westwood 28-14 in the second quarter. Westlake is beating Cypress Ranch at home 14-13. Bowie, who we will be talking to in a couple of weeks at home, was facing off against San Antonio Madison and winning that one 20-15. Dripping Springs is trailing my color commentator's alma mater, Robert's alma mater, Hayes, 14-21 the score there. Dripping Springs trailing. Rouse is in a close one against Anderson right now, 14-13. Lehman is at McCallum, and McCallum leads this one 13-0. Waco High has traveled to Georgetown, and they're trailing 3-0 there. LBJ is playing at Los Fresnos, and they're winning that one 12-7. Gonzales is defending their turf against Crockett 14-0. Smithville is leading at their turf at with Lanier traveling 6-0. Brian Rudder is trailing at Elgin 21-8 in the second quarter. Eastview is beating New Braunfels Canyon 22-15. McNeil, who we were able to get by last week in 36-33, is beating Glenn 18-14. Hyde Park is leading Comfort 27-2. Belton is leading Round Rock 21-17. St. Michael's is trailing a close one to Blanco 14-13. Coppers Cove leading Manor 7-0. And some more scores coming up very, very soon as we bring you the rest of the evening here. We'll get you some more, especially from the district here, 25-6A, our district here in for the Del Valley Cardinals. Next week, things change for Del Valley. We will start district play, and we will do it on the road. We'll be playing the Anderson Trojans.
On a Thursday.
On a Thursday, yes. So you guys pay attention to that. Next Thursday, that is on 9/13, September 13th. And our first home game will not be until the following week. It will be on a Friday, back under the lights, and it will also be homecoming against the Bowie Bulldogs. It's going to be a tough homecoming game for the Del Valley Cardinals, the second game of the district play. But we look forward to bringing it to you right here on the KMAX Sports Network. The Connally Cougars are trying to come back from a loss last week here tonight. They lost last week, like you said, to the Austin High Maroons, 56-41. They get two more non-district games before they start their district play. So a little bit more tune-up time for the Connally Cougars here. And Del Valley's trying to make everything, figure out what everything needs to be done before the start of district play next week against Anderson right here on the KMAX Sports Network. But right now we have a whole new half to bring you right here from the field in beautiful Pflugerville, Texas. I almost said Blugerville. Blugerville, which is beautiful and Pflugerville together. 21-13 the score, 12 minutes on the clock. Connally Cougars leading here. They will be receiving to start this second half since they kicked off to start the game. And they will also be defending the south end zone, and the Del Valley Cardinals defending the north end zone. Not any wind really to speak of on the field. Very, very slight breeze from southwest to northeast. Some rain off in the distance on either side of us, but we're literally in an alley of a couple of rain cells. So not a drop of rain, no lightning in sight, and it has helped us get through a tremendous night and great night, beautiful night of football. And on the leg of Vasquez, the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Here's the kickoff. It is a high one. It's also a little short. Recovered at the 25, hit at the 27, and the ball's out. Del Valley may have it. There's a scrum at the 25-yard line. There's a fight for the ball. And Connally gets lucky and comes away with it, but great special teams play there by the Del Valley Cardinals, knocking the ball loose, and the Connally Cougars dodging a bullet.
So far, special teams doing pretty good this this game, I think, other than the snapping part again, tackling-wise, things like that, doing pretty well.
Del Valley Cardinal come back out on defense, looking to imitate what they were able to do in the first half. Get pressure on the quarterback. Tackle the runner behind the line of scrimmage or no more than a couple of yards past the line of scrimmage. Keep it a short field and make these Connally Cougars fight for every bit of it, and they did a good job of it. 3 wide for Connally, 2 backs for McGrew. The whistle blows, and we are back underway here. And a pitch out to the far side and going to get some positive yards, shoved out of bounds after about a 7 or 8 yard gain. That was Brian Hancock, the receiver for the Connally Cougars.
It was fighting a little bit there towards the end. A little tough to take down, but Del Valley eventually with the tackle there on the sideline.
6-yard reception for the Connally Cougars brings up 2nd and 4 with 11:50 on the clock. The clock has stopped because the play went out of bounds. 3 wide again. Delay handoff goes right up the middle. Again to the hard running of Dante Miller. Back to the line of scrimmage, but he is a tough load to bring down. It took 3 Del Valley Cardinals to do it. But that's the effort that this team is bringing. 3rd and 4 coming up. Del Valley Cardinal defense showing up again here in this first offensive possession for the Connally Cougars. 4 wide this time, 2 to either side. McGrew puts a man in motion from right to left. Now 3 to the near side. Single back behind McGrew. The snap. Looks to throw to the screen and does. Caught up to the 40, gets a first down, and gets finally taken down at about the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. Big first down play there on 3rd for the Connally Cougars. Fresh set of downs, 11:04 on the clock. Cougars lead at 21-13 over the Cardinals.
Anthony Key with a good stop there. Didn't allow too many yards after the completed pass, but again, defense it looked to be tightening up a little bit on that cushion there. Good job by Del Valley.
3 wide again for Connally. 2 backs. Snap, a spin, and a throw onto the flat side over on the far side. Caught and run up to the 45-yard line on the Del Valley side of the ball, or side of the field, excuse me. That will make 1st and 10, 2nd and 4 with 10 and a half minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Four wide, 3 to the near side. Single back for McGrew. The snap. The fake handoff. He rolls out to his left. He throws finally in the open center of the field and bounces off the chest of his would-be target. That is number 7, Stephen Crenshaw. He was wide open in the middle of the field. He'd have probably gotten another 5 or 7 yards after the catch. And that would have been good for a big first down play, but comes up incomplete and brings up 3rd and 4 with 10:03 here in the 3rd quarter.
Del Valley doing a good job still on defense, being able to get past that line, put some pressure on the quarterback, throwing them off. So far, so good.
3 wide, 2 to the top, 2 backs for McGrew. Delay handoff, and McGrew gets hit behind the line of scrimmage, still holds onto the ball after a 2nd attempt, past the 50 up to the 45, struggling to get some yards, and gets about 2 yards after the line of scrimmage. Del Valley defense coming on strong, some key missed tackles, result in no sack, and McGrew with the extra effort gets about a 1-yard gain, brings up 4th and 2 though for the Connally Cougars. Del Valley defense, tons of pressure on that play.
And those are the plays right there that has allowed the Cougars right now to have 21 points on the board. Del Valley need to maintain good, tight defense still.
McGrew lined up to do the rugby-style punt or possibly fake it here at 4th and 2 on the Del Valley side of the field. 9:18 and counting. It's a high snap. He looks like he's going to try to run for it, and he does. He's on the far side. He's at the 50 and dives forward for the first down marker. He may have it. And does. He gets to the Del Valley 40-yard line. All he needed to do was get to the the 41. So a successful fake return or a punt. What am I looking for here? I'm all excited.
Punt.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a punt.
Fake punt.
Fake punt. Great commentating by the both of us here.
Fake punt.
Fake punt. Good job there by McGrew, I have to admit. So very nicely done. Del Valle defense, a little tired maybe right now, trying to get off the field. 1st and 10. 9:10 on the clock. Connally on the Del Valle 40-yard line, and Connally wants to talk about it. They'll call a timeout. Let's take a quick timeout with them, collect our thoughts so we know how to commentate this game, and we will be right back here from the field where the Connally Cougars lead our Del Valle Cardinals 21-13. I'm Daniel Chancellor alongside Robert Rodriguez, and you're listening to it proudly on the KMAX Sports Network.
BMW of South Austin and Audi South Austin are proud title sponsors of Cardinal Athletics. Located near IH-35 and Stastny Lane, Hendrick Automotive offers 2 premier facilities featuring over 500 new vehicles, along with our award-winning manufacturer-certified service centers. Being focused on people by serving our teammates, our customers, and our community is what sets this dealership apart. People are our most important asset.
Sound off. Tell us what you think right here on Twitter at KMAX Sports.
This is the KMAX Sports Network.
Welcome back to the KMAX Sports Network. The timeout is over, and first play from scrimmage results in a big first down play for the Connally Cougars. They aired it out over the middle of the field. Forgive us for coming back a little late. Connally Cougars have stepped up all the way to the Del Valle 8-yard line after a penalty is marked off as well. Didn't see the penalty. Clock is being wound. 9:01 here to go in the third quarter. Del Valle trailing 21-13 to the Cougars. A delay handoff up the middle. The Del Valle front sees it, sniffs it out. Minimal gain on the play up to maybe the 7-yard line, brings up 2nd and 7. Connally comes out with 4 wide receivers, 3 to the top, single back, offset to the right of McGrew. Low snap. McGrew looks to throw and does behind his would-be and target off the fingertips, and 2 Del Valle Cardinals had their hands on it, bobbled it, and unable to secure the interception. 2nd and 7 becomes 3rd and 7 with 8:15 to go in the third quarter. Connally on the Del Valle 7-yard line. Three wide, 2 backs, 2 to the top for the wide receivers, and 1 goes in motion. McGrew with trouble. He's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage again. Fights his way out of it. He's at the 15, gets hit at the 10, rumbles forward, and he's back to the 6 or 7-yard line. McGrew, who was wrapped up and dragged all the way back to almost the 20, somehow finds his way back to the 8-yard line with only a 1-yard loss, which brings up 4th and 8 from the 8.
Spin move there by the quarterback, but Del Valle just not able to hold on for the tackle. McGrew, with quite a bit of yards gained, puts Connally in a pretty good position right now.
Connally sends out the field goal unit, 4th and 8 from the 8-yard line. The field goal will actually be kicked from the 15. 7.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The snap, the hold is bad, and again, special teams play goes against the other team. So turnover on downs for the Connally Cougars. Del Valle will start on their own 18-yard line, but they also prevented Connally from getting more points on the board. So you'll take, I guess you'll take the long field and not have more points to have to make up for.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Del Valle offense, long field to work with here. They're back on their own 18-yard line, so they've got to go 82 yards. They come out, 2 wide receivers. Washington in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off, holds on to it himself on the quarterback option keeper. He's around on the 20, the 25, the 30. One blocker in front of him. He's up to the 50, finally gets hit and taken out of bounds, but not till he gets to the Connally 46-yard line. A flag comes in late over here to the near side. Don't know what the line judge saw, but there is a flag over here way across away from the play. It may be against actually the sideline for Connally. Could be a sideline infraction.
We'll see. They're walking back.
And they are walking they're walking Del Valle back as well. So not sure if there's more than one flag on the play, but holding, holding goes against Del Valle. That is going to negate that great run by Elijah Washington. Del Valle needs to keep their discipline. Fundamentals of football that right now is it needs to be a refresher.
You really hate to see when a run like that looks so well gets negated by a
holding call.
Yeah, a hold call. You know, it's no bueno.
Same formation, 2 wide. Washington in the shotgun again. He's got a flex and a back to choose from. Back at his own 15. Hands it off that's Dunlop, the big back, scrambling, rumbling ahead, and spins out of a would-be tackle, but unfortunately goes for a 1-yard loss. So 2nd and 10 will become 2nd and 11, or 3rd and 11, excuse me. Oh, that was a repeat of first downs. Okay, so the holding call made it 1st and 10 again. That was going to make this 2nd and make that 12. 6:47 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cougars 21, Cardinals 13. Shotgun formation, 2 wide to the top. The handoff, no. Yep, Elijah Washington has the ball. He cuts up the field, spins out of a tackle, and gets taken down at the 35-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down. They're actually going to mark it good. So Elijah Washington uses his legs again and gets Del Valle another first down.
I think the guys holding the marks are the chains. They're into the game. One guy is trying to move. He's like, hey, he made a first down. Let's go. Pulling along the other guy.
Cardinals break formation. Again with the shotgun formation, the spread, 3 wide, 2 to the near side, single back. The snap. And the handoff goes to Dunlop this time. Lowers his shoulder. Breaks 4, 5, 6 tackles. Dragging 2 Cougars on his back. And he gets a 14-yard run and a first down into Connally territory, setting up on the Connally 48-yard line.
That is a strong runner. Breaking tackles. And not the...
Keep going.
Oh, I'm pointing to the field. That's why I was like, what's going on here?
Well, I'll keep going. I was going to... we do have an injured player down.
Okay.
It is Connally... Cougar. Keep our eyes on that. Hopefully this young man will be okay as he gets lifted up by a training staff. He's on a seat right now, so that's a good sign. Keep going. What were you talking about?
With a run like that, you know, it's not a surprise. You know, it was a lot of guys there. Something, you know.
That was by far
happening, but yeah, good
one
run.
of the toughest 14-yard runs I've ever seen by any back. He lowered his shoulder. He took on 3 Cougars. And he took them all on, and then 2 more came to try to knock him down, and he took them on, and he carried them for 4 yards to get that extra 4 yards that he got on the end of that run.
He's got that, what am I thinking, that tall, big shoulders, maybe like an O.J. Simpson kind of.
Well, I compared him last week to like an Adrian Peterson style runner.
Adrian Peterson?
He runs a little bit like that straight-up, hard-nose.
There's another
bruiser
I'm thinking of. Yeah, bruiser.
A little bit of speed, more of a bruiser kind of runner. And here they come. 3 wide to the top. Elijah Washington pitches it out over to Dunlop in the backfield, and the Connally Cougars sniffed that one out pretty quickly. That's going to result in a 4-yard loss. So 1st and 10 from the Connally 48 results in a 2nd and 14 from the Del Valle 48.
And that's something that Del Valle was needing to actually work on, come back out and say, hey, we need to do this better. That lead blocking for Dunlop in particular. He can do some great things when he has the open field, but he just needs a couple of blocks on the way right past the line of scrimmage, and I think he can do some great things after that. Just got to do those blocks,
3 wide, 2 to the near side, single back in the shotgun again. The snap. Washington throws to the far side, caught, and that is going to be good for about an 8-yard gain. It was 2nd and 14. We'll now be looking at a 3rd and I believe 6 with 4:44 to go here in the 3rd quarter, and Del Valle still trails at 21-13 to the Cougars. Elijah Washington showing off that arm of his again, and he's a big-time gunslinger. Don't look for a nice touch pass. He's going to get it to you quick. 3 wide, 2 to the near side, single back to the handoff. No, Elijah holds on to it on the quarterback option keeper. He's up to the 40, the 35 before he goes down, and again, the legs of Elijah Washington results in a 1st down. Del Valle's moving the ball.
Moving the ball indeed, along with the chains. Great 1st down quarterback keeper by Washington.
New set of downs. Del Valle on the Connally 36-yard line. 21-13 the score. 4 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. 3 wide receivers break huddle to the far side. In the slot, Caleb Burton. Elijah from the shotgun. Holds on to it himself on the direct snap. Gets about 3, maybe 4 yards on the carry. No one, I think, expected that. That was a quick play. All 3 of those wide receivers over there, and Caleb being the freshman spotlight player I would put on this team right now, showing off what skills he had last week. Unbelievable play by Caleb. He had, where is it here, 5 receptions for 97 yards, and let's not forget the touchdown.
Very nice.
3 wide again. This time throws it into the slot, and it is Caleb Burton who catches it. He's going to get about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 6 becomes 3rd and about 4 maybe, with 3 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Make it 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 from the Connally 31-yard line. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
One thing that I have noticed about Elijah Washington is he does favor that far side.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he favors the far side for sure. 2 wide receivers atop, single wide receiver, Caleb Burton to the near side, and again to the far side throws it. It was in 1st down territory. Throws it a little low and away from his receiver. Incomplete pass brings up 4th and 5 for the Del Valle Cardinals. Looks like the Del Valle Cardinals sitting at the Connally 31-yard line, just out of reach for Vasquez and kind of in a no-man's land. Will go for it here with 2.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. 3 wide, 2 to the near side, single back, shotgun. Washington looks to throw and does the far side, and caught forward momentum, and it's good right there at the 1st down marker. Caleb Burton comes in a big way. I believe they're going to go ahead and call for a measurement, but Caleb Burton very close to a 1st down, actually caught it about 2 yards past the marker, and they got pushed backwards by the defender. So we'll see what the chain gang says as the officiating staff has called a timeout for a measurement. The ball has been spotted at the 26-yard line. The 1st down chain was just at about that, and it's going to be shy of about 2, maybe 3 inches off the nose of the football. Nice effort by Caleb Burton. Nice try by the Del Valle Cardinals, but a 4th down turnover, or turnover on downs, I should say, results in a 1st down for the Connally Cougars from their own 26-yard line.
Great hustle. Good decision
I liked
by
it
Coach.
Too. I liked it too.
I liked it a lot. let's bring that defense out and change the game up one more time.
So the Connally Cougars, being led out by McGrew, will come out in their typical spread formation, 3 wide, 2 to the near side, 2 backs for McGrew to deal with. The snap. McGrew, fake handoff, turns and throws over here on the near side. Caught. Ooh! Nice contact there at the end of the play, right at the whistle. The ref sees it the same way. No flag thrown, but the receiver for Connally, Terrence Bryant, as he caught it, dropped a knee. It's going to result in a 2-yard loss. So 2nd and 13 coming up, or 2nd and 12, excuse me, for Connally.
Good sportsmanship shown right there.
Exactly.
Chris Reed, good hit on the receiver. Whistle's blown, didn't knock him down, kept him up. Good
Right.
job.
4 wide, 3 at the top. Connally in the shotgun as usual. Offset to his left as a back. Looking to throw, getting in trouble, scrambling out to his left, throws into that flat area and gets shoved out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That'll result in about a 5-yard gain, but it will also result in a 3rd down for Connally at their own 30-yard line. 3rd and 7, 1:51 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Really beautiful night here in Pflugerville, Texas.
Yep, for having all them clouds, it sure is.
Yeah. Again, lightning staying away, the rain staying away. We're getting another beautiful night under the lights here on a Friday. 5 wide, no back in the backfield, and in trouble, scrambling to his right. McGrew looking downfield, pointing the way, and then throws at the final minute. There is a flag on the field over there on the far side. We'll see what it is. My guess is we're going to have a little, I would think, a holding call. The refs are going to talk about it. They are asking Del Valle what they want to do, so they're going to false start against the Connally Cougars. That's going to result in a 4th down play. They're going to decline the penalty. Instead of going for 3rd and long, they'll keep it 4th and long. And the Connally Cougars will send out their punting unit. Again, this is McGrew who is punting the ball. The last time he did this, it was a shorter field, 4th and 2, I believe is what the call was. He ran for it, got the conversion, which ultimately almost led to another touchdown. Defense stepped up big. McGrew is standing back at his own 18-yard line right now. There's the low snap. McGrew steps off and does the rugby-style punt. It is caught at the 39 for Del Valle and run up to the 45. Blockers in front at the 45, now at the 40 on the Connally side. Finally taken down at the 39. Great return. Again, special teams play for Del Valle.
Very nicely done. So far, Del Valle's been doing really good on the returns. I haven't seen a bad return yet. Again, other than those snaps, improved on that somewhat so far. Del Valle, keep up the good work.
Connolly's brother across the highway here, Pflugerville Panthers, going into the 4th quarter against Leander Lions, leading that one 24-7. So Pflugerville, who lost last week to Bowie, is looking to bounce back this week with a victory here over the Leander Lions. Del Valle Cardinals back out on the field with on the offensive side of the ball. 3 wide, 2 to the far side, and we are going to have a whistle blown. And it is going to be a timeout called by Del Valle. That is going to leave them 2 timeouts remaining. We'll take a timeout with them. There's only a minute and a half left in this 3rd quarter. We'll rest our voice for a little bit. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the 3rd quarter and bring you the top of the 4th right here proudly on the KMAX Sports Network.
Thinking about college but you don't know where to start? Austin Community College is here to help. Call or visit ACC's College Destination Center now to talk one-on-one with enrollment advisors about your goals and everything you need to get your college plans on track. It's never too early to start. Whether you want to earn a degree, train for a career, or get ahead with transfer classes, ACC offers personalized assistance with applications, financial aid, and more. Visit us at austincc.edu/start now or call 512-223-7747 to learn more. ACC. Start here, get there.
Welcome back to the KMAX Sports Network. This is Daniel Chancellor alongside Robert Rodriguez, our QA, Brandon McLaughlin back at KMAX Studios, and Elijah Washington looking to throw, gets in trouble after the timeout, scrambles out of it up the middle of the field, and finally gets taken down, but not until he gets about a 5-yard gain up to the 34-yard line on the Connally side of the field. Good hustle shown by Elijah Washington looking to throw, unable to, couldn't find anything. The pressure made him run out of the pocket, and the Connally Cougars paid for that. 6-yard gain brings up, 5-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 5. 1:02 on the clock and counting. Del Valle trying to find that end zone before the third quarter ends. 3 wide, to the top, 2 backs, and the delay handoff goes to Dunlop. Bounces off a would-be tackler, goes in between 2 others, spins out of an ankle tackle, up to the 18, finally starts getting shoved backwards, but his forward progress is going to be spotted at the 18-yard line. Again, another hard-nosed run by Dunlop. You got to turn your mic on.
Golly, that was a great run by Dunlop, man. He popped somebody back. He trucked somebody.
Yes, he did. He did a very good job. Had a couple of guys on his ankles, high-stepped out of it, spun out of another one, and then again had 2 Cougars on his back, and then 3 came in to push him backwards. It was just an unbelievable effort.
They literally had to slam him to – 2 guys had to, almost body slam him to stop him.
3 wide, 2 to the top, 2 backs for Washington to choose from. The snap from the shotgun, looking to his right side, throws, and then it is a good catch. Caught at the 10, dives forward, finds the end zone, and the Del Valle Cardinals have struck again on the arms and legs of Jake Bracken, the big tight end. Good job by Del Valle. Great play calling. Now it is again a 3-point ball game. 2-point ball game. 21-19 the score. We'll see if Del Valle just kicks the extra point or if they're going to go for the 2-point conversion here to tie this ball game up. 8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Elijah Washington is on the field looking to the sideline. This will be a 2-point try by the Del Valle Cardinals.
Good decision here, I think. They've done great so far. I'm enjoying the way they're playing. Good communication right there, and great running the past 2 plays. Good catch. Very nicely done.
Del Valle breaks the huddle. We're going to have a delay of game penalty, unfortunately, go against Del Valle. So they're going to back them up 5 yards from the 2 to the 7. So this 2-point conversion is a little bit riskier now for the Del Valle Cardinals. Put the ball actually at the 8-yard line. 33 seconds on the play clock. 8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. The score is 21-19, Cougars on top. This 2-point conversion could tie it up. They break huddle 3 wide, 2 to the near side. Elijah Washington has 2 backs to choose from. Hard bark, a handoff. They end around on the flea flicker, and it's going to be Elijah Washington on the lead block, and the 2-point conversion is good. And that is going to tie up the ball game. Fantastic job by the Del Valle Cardinals. Some great trickeration there. And Del Valle has tied this ball game up. 8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. We are all lined up for a remake of last week.
That reverse was performed perfectly. It was very nicely done. Good speed. The trickeration, as you say, worked very well there.
Reggie Sims, senior wide receiver on that reverse, got to take that one in. Fantastic job, and his senior quarterback, Elijah Washington, leading the way, giving him the block that he needed to get into the end zone from 8 yards out. That is a true team effort right there when your quarterback is blocking for you so you can get in the end zone. The Del Valle side of the field, the traveling fans who have come out very well tonight. I'd say about a quarter to close to a half of the visiting sideline is our stands are full of some beautiful red. Band getting everybody fired up. They don't have to work too hard at it as this Cardinal football team has woken up the Del Valle faithful here at the field in Pflugerville, Texas. A tied ball game with 8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 21-21 is your score. And the Del Valle Cardinals, with the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, are getting ready to send this one down the field to give the Cougars their next offensive possession. And the kick, it's a high, short one. It's going to be recovered at about the 24-yard line. Steps out of bounds immediately. The ref going to spot it actually at about the 30-yard line. So a 6-yard gain on the kickoff for Connally. Will spot them at their own 30. And with 5 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, we'll have time for one play before they switch sides and start the fourth quarter. Connally coming out in the third quarter, striking, making things difficult for Del Valle. Del Valle staying persistent, staying to their game plan. It all works out. A great 2-point conversion attempt there by Del Valle. Man, I think that's just going to light that fire that's going to keep this team just trucking right now.
That was an exciting play. It really was. Very nicely done again.
That whole possession was phenomenal. So a timeout on the field actually taken by the Cougars. That's only going to leave them one timeout left with a whole quarter left to play in a tied ball game. That another factor that could come into play here for in this ball game for the Cougars.
So first time we've seen the reverse, right? From Del Valle?
I believe so, yeah.
First time we've seen that
ever.
Since we've been here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The rules for Del Valle. Very nicely done.
They can do that again anytime they like. Exactly, that worked out great.
Exactly. Good play. I mean, they executed it very well. Good
Fantastic.
Speed, didn't hesitate. Wasn't too far of a pitch. Nice handoff to each other with the 2-point conversion. Again, great job by Del Valle.
Timeout has come to an end. Pflugerville has decided to run it up the middle on a delay handoff up to the 36, make that the 37-yard line. So about a 6 or 7-yard carry there to end the third quarter for Pflugerville. That will bring us back to a 2nd and 4 as they get ready to swap sides and start the fourth quarter here. You want to keep it here?
Let's keep it here.
Let's keep it here. Fourth quarter's coming on. We got a tied ball game. They're flopping the sides of the field. Del Valle will be defending the south end zone now like they started the ball game. What is the single most important thing that Del Valle needs to do here in this fourth quarter to come out of here with the victory?
Of course, score points.
Sure.
Number one. Second thing would have to be up to the defense to keep on with the pressure. Obviously, that's something that has been a big factor here for Del Valle, is the pressure on the quarterback is making the quarterback throw off, putting pressure on him. Sacks. Lots of sacks this game, too. And I think the defense has been one of the main factor, or probably, if not one, but the main factor in this game so far. I mean, they've been doing a fantastic job. I think that's going to be the key thing. Make sure that they don't give too much cushion on those pass plays.
Defensive play is by far, I agree with you, it's got to be the single most important factor in this quarter. No silly penalties, fundamental football, no holding calls on the offense, play good, strong football, and clock management. I think if Del Valle can control the clock here, keep the penalties to a minimum, and play the strong defensive game they've been playing like they have all so far this entire game, Del Valle is going to be coming out of here with a victory. First play from scrimmage after the change of sides, after 1 second has ticked off, results in a penalty against the Pflugerville-Connally Cougars. Believe we're going to have a false start, so that'll back them up. So they had the short second down to work with because of the first play, their first play after the end of the third quarter. False start backs them up 2nd and 9, 12 minutes on the clock. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 2 backs for McGrew. McGrew holds on to the ball on the fake handoff, throws it over here on the near side and in and out of the hands of his would-be target. DeMonte Francois barking over at his quarterback, McGrew, telling him, get that ball up so I could catch it. He was not pleased with the placement of the pass.
He was picking his feet up. Might have been saying, hey, man, this ain't soccer.
3rd and 9 coming up for the Connally Cougars. Again, on their own 31-yard line. They come out with 3 wide again, 2 to the near side, and 2 backs for McGrew. Takes the snap. Delay handoff, fakes it, hold on to it. He's getting pressure in the backfield, rolls and throws to the center of the field, overthrows his target. Incomplete pass brings up 4th and 9. The Del Valle Cardinal defense, watching and playing in the zone defense, did a very good job closing in the gap when they saw that ball leave the quarterback's hand.
Del Valle maintaining this defense right here could force an interception. I see that happening this quarter.
I like the prediction, and I will. You know what?
I'm hoping for it. I should
we'll
say.
have a friendly wager of a water bottle or something. If I'll buy you a water if you get that prediction correct.
Okay, I'll buy you water if it doesn't happen.
McGrew set up to punt this ball away. Again, a factor. It's a high snap. It goes over his head. It's going to go into the end zone, and out of the back of it is going to result in a safety. McGrew kicking it out of the back of the end zone gives Del Valle a 2-point safety, and they will also get the punt to get the ball back because of that. Again, long snapping issues for both these teams, although I have to say Del Valle seems to have corrected them here in the third, going into the fourth quarter.
Very proud of them. I can say that. They've done well so far.
Makes me think they practiced in the locker room at halftime.
They could have. They could have done that. Benefiting if they did so far. Safety along with the possession, as you said, this is where Del Valle, their offense needs to make sure that they can cash in on these opportunities just like this. Again, defense has done a great job. A lot of it, Connally knows that the pressure is there. Maybe the center just wasn't ready for it. Could have made something like that happen here.
McGrew, I think, actually, under the circumstances, he did the best thing he could do. It was either lay on top of it and still get the safety, or try to scoop it up and run out of the end zone, which he could get hurt, or the ball could get fumbled. They could scoop it up and then go back, and that's a touchdown. So I think I think he made the best decision he could. He just kicked the ball out of the back of the end zone, 2 points. We fought back from a touchdown deficit earlier.
And I think that's what he was thinking.
McGrew's thinking that, yeah.
No touchdown, we'll take the safety instead. Giving them 2 points instead of 7, at the time. But, again, when you're under pressure, especially the way Del Valle's been playing.
Oh, yeah.
Quick thinking.
The Del Valle Cardinals come out ready to return this punt, actually, is going to be what this is. It is going to be from the 20. So the Del Valle return team lining up as deep as they need to at the 30, ready to return this. Again, a number 85 that I don't have on the roster. And I believe that is number 7, Reggie Sims, on the other side. And referee was not signaling that they were able to kick the ball. One ref was actually coming out to check a couple of things. Kicker did not see that happening for the Connally Cougars and sent the ball down the field, so they're going to line it back up to re-kick the ball from the 20 to the Del Valle Cardinals. Miscommunication is a big factor here tonight at the field from Pflugerville. I don't know how that keeps messing me up. It's just a bunch of puff-fuzz.
They got the
it's
the PF
everywhere here in Pflugerville. Another high kick. It is going to be recovered at the 29-yard line, up to the 45, the 50, past the 40, up and finally shoved out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Big return there. Holy moly, Reggie Sims showing the wheels.
Reggie Sims doing a fantastic job. So far, great, really good, plus yards on every return that he's done. Great job again by Sims. Keep it up. Man, got some wheels.
Del Valle starting on the Connally 40. I believe that is the 30. Was that going to be the 39 or the 40-yard line? Okay, now we got a ball in here so they can put it on the turf so I can tell you guys where they're going to mark it. They also picked up a flag, so there was a flag on the play, but it goes against Chain Gang's all confused, just like we are.
They're pulling each other in opposite directions.
Yeah, they actually kind of are. So the penalty went against the Pflugerville Connally Cougars. Del Valle should have started this drive from their own 39-yard line. Excuse me, the Connally 41-yard line. Instead, they will start it from the Connally 34-yard line. 3 wide, all to the near side for our Del Valle Cardinals. Washington in the shotgun. He sends a man farther out. And no, the handoff, he holds on to it himself on the quarterback option keeper, rumbles straight ahead for an 8-yard gain, make that 7. And Del Valle with a short field to work with here on 2nd and 3 from the Connally 28-yard line. Del Valle breaks the huddle, 3 wide, 2 to the top. Caleb Burton to the near side. Washington in the shotgun. The handoff goes to Dunlop on the far side, breaks the perimeter, gets up to about the 18-yard line, gets taken down, and it is a first down run for the Del Valle Cardinals. Dunlop running hard today here at the field. Breaking huddle, Del Valle comes with 3 wide, all to the top. Dunlop behind Washington in the shotgun. Again, he shows the fake handoff, getting in trouble, rolls out of it. He's got blockers in front of him, bounces out past the 20, up to the 15, the 10, and gets thrown out of bounds at about the 7-yard lines. Flag come in late. Not sure what it's going to be. Don't know if it'll be against Pflugerville for the late hit out of bounds or if it's going to be a holding call against Del Valle. It's going to be one of those two.
1 or 2 flags.
Yeah, I saw 2. 2 flags come in there. It's like somebody kicked over the laundry basket when they got tackled. Oh, a face mask call going against the Connally Cougars. That's going to result in an automatic first down.
Christmas in September.
Again, 1st and 5 from the 5. 10:23 to go here in the 4th quarter. And Del Valle has an extremely short field here from the 5-yard line. They could be making this an 8-point ball game right here. Make that a 9-point ball game. Scratch that. 2 wide, 2 backs. Under center is Washington. Takes the snap. It's fumbled. Washington able to jump down on top of it. He's ultimately going to get, I think, about 2 yards because of it. But, man, a bad snap results in a fumble, and Del Valle barely recovering it. They're only going to get about a 1-yard gain because of it. 2nd and 4 from the 4.
You know, just as we were talking about the snapping,
had
gotten better.
That media jinx.
You know,
it's that dead gun.
We're not even
going
to talk. We're just going to say touchdown.
Yeah, there you go. That's all we're going to do. 2 wide, to the near side, 2 backs. Washington under center again. The snap spins around, hands it off to, I believe that is Mendoza. He got hit high and low. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2 Connally Cougars came in and sealed off that tackle or sealed off that run before it could get started. So now Del Valle's looking at a 3rd and 4 from the 4. 9:10 on the clock, and this ball game will be over. 23-21 is your score. The Cardinals are on top thanks to the safety because the punt went over the head of McGrew on their last offensive possession. Same formation. The snap. The handoff goes up the middle again, and a close one. Maybe about a 2 or 3 yard gain. Actually, they're going to give him only about a yard. So now we're looking at a 4th and 4. They're going to spot him at the line of scrimmage again. I thought he at least got 1. 4th and 4.
Bring out the
Here comes the field goal unit. Yeah.
Field goal.
Yeah, Vasquez is out there to kick this field goal. Little pitch shot. He'll actually be kicking it from about the 11-yard line. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's up. And there it is. It's good.
Good.
Del Valle extends this 2-point lead to a 5-point one. It is now 26-21, 8:13 left to go here in the ball game, and you're hearing it very proudly right here on the KMAX Sports Network. We want to thank Hendricks Motors for coming on and being our title sponsor this season, and we also, of course, want to thank our presenting sponsors, Super Smiles Dentistry, On the Move Realty, and, of course, Austin Community College. All of these sponsors are making these broadcasts possible all season long. We invite you and encourage you to please hit any one of these up. If you're looking for a new or used car, hit up the Hendricks Motors group. They've got 2 locations on the Motor Mile down here in South Austin. You can hit up Audi of Austin or I don't have the ad in front of me, but we've been playing it all night, so I apologize. But if you're looking for a new or used car, please hit them up. Austin Community College of courses. Any whatever degree or certificate or extended what is it? Look at the.
Maybe you can go over there.
Me? What do I need? I'm smart. I don't. I'm the goodest with my
new
words.
used cars.
Oh, okay. I thought you felt like I'm smart. I'm the goodest with my words. Why do I need to go to ACC? No, we really appreciate all the patronage that you guys can give these sponsors, because these sponsors keep coming back every year, which means that we get to keep broadcasting each and every year for the Del Valle Cardinals. We love doing it. So hopefully you guys like what we're doing, and we'll keep helping out the booster clubs and helping encourage these sponsors to come back. Del Valle's breaking the huddle. They're teed up at the 40. They're kicking it off to the Connally Cougars. Caught at the 12-yard line on a nice kickoff up to the 20, the 25. First contact and driven down, and that's as far as he's going to get. Connally will start at their own 25. Great return there on the legs of Dyson McGrew. I'm assuming the younger brother of our quarterback, Darius McGrew. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just a name coincidence.
I feel the interception coming.
Oh, yeah?
And a water.
Is this your interception?
And a
water? In your water? Oh, okay. Well, this just in, the Pflugerville-Leander game has been delayed due to lightning. So they're playing up in Leander at Bible Stadium, and that game has been delayed right now due to lightning.
Oh.
Handoff. No, McGrew holds on to it on the delay, and he gets swallowed up pretty quickly. Del Valle, lots of pressure. McGrew using those legs at helped him out a lot tonight. He's able to scramble out of trouble and get about a 7-yard gain. So 2nd and 2 coming up, 7:50 on the clock for the Connally Cougars. Connally breaks the huddle. 3 wide, 2 to the near side, 2 backs for McGrew. The snap. Bobbles it a little bit. Throws it onto the flat and caught and hit quickly up to about the 30, make that the 32-yard line. Good enough for a first down, though. So Connally with a new set of downs with 7:24 left to go in the ball game and trailing the Cardinals by 5, 26-21 your score.
Good tackle by Tommy Rivers there.
Good old Tommy.
Good old Tommy.
Going to miss calling his name. 3, make that 4 wide, 3 to the top. Single back for McGrew from the shotgun. The snap. Looking to throw and does to the far side. Caught in the flat. No, in and out of the hands of his would-be target. That was Stephen Crenshaw. He would have gotten about a 3 or 4 yard gain on it before going out of bounds, but couldn't haul it in. It does stop the clock at 7:01. Cardinals lead it by 5, 26-21 your score here from the field. We're in beautiful Pflugerville, Texas at the Pflugerville ISD Sports Complex. One of the more beautiful stadiums built here in the Central Texas area.
It is really nice.
3 wide, 2 to the near side, 2 backs from McGrew. Puts a man in motion from right to left. Hands it off up the middle on the delay, making some moves, crossing up to 45, gets hit again and drives his legs up to the 50. Great running there. I believe that was Dante Miller again, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, excuse me. That was not Dante Miller. That was Demetrius Gardner.
Along with a first down.
Demetrius Gardner doing a really good job right there for the Pflugerville Connally Cougars. 6:47 and counting on the clock. Setting up on the 50-yard line. Midfield. 3 wide, 2 to the near side. Man in motion from right to left. Oh, whistle blows the play's dead before it can get started. We might have a false start going against. No, we're not. It's going to be. Oh, it is a false start going against Pflugerville. Repeat first down, so 1st and 10 from the 50 will become 1st and 15 from the 45. And that will be the Connally 45. 6.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Very close game here today. Back and forth between these two. They've slugged it out. They've tricked each other out. They've done just about everything you could imagine in a football game. Great defensive play right here for the Del Valle Cardinals. In the backfield, and down he goes. Great tackle. There he is, Delarian Senegal again, doing a fantastic job getting in the backfield today. Him and Gomez, the two of those, that's a fantastic tandem in that front three.
Man, it would be tough to say who would actually be defensive player or anything like that. This whole defense itself, especially the front line, has been doing a fantastic job putting lots of pressure on the quarterback, getting past that line.
As we are up here talking about the great defensive play, the Connally Cougars getting ready to snap the ball. The center, he heard the snap count wrong. I watched it as you were talking, Robert. He slid the ball back real quick and then stopped and pulled it forward. Ref was like, no, you're not that fast. Threw down the yellow flag, and that backs him up 5 more. 2nd and 21, 5:41 to go here in the game. Connally with 4 wide, 2 to each side, and offset to his right is a single back for McGrew. McGrew's looking to throw. 5-step drop, throws to his left. Center of the field, caught in first down territory all the way up to the Del Valle. They're going to mark it at the 33-yard line. Unbelievable throw.
And just like that.
That 21-yard deficit is gone and then some. Just found a hole in the zone. Del Valle unable to close in the gap fast enough. Results in a big first down for the Connally Cougars. Del Valle lining back up, ready to go. 3 wide, 2 to the near side, 2 backs for McGrew. McGrew has 2 men move on him before he can get the ball, so there's going to be another false start that's going to back the Cougars up 5 yards. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 15, and it backs them up to the Del Valle 38.
15 yards within the last, 4 or 5 plays maybe?
Yeah.
It's quite a bit.
5:02, the clock has started winding. Connally looking for the play on the sideline. Not in a hurry. 13 seconds on the play clock. McGrew kind of casually walking up to the line. They're in the hustle mode now as it goes down to 5. 3 seconds. Man in motion. The snap at 1 second. They throw the ball over here into the running back on the screen. But I believe, are they going to get a delay again? No, a false start. Another one against Connally. So it backs them up 5 more yards. 1st and 15 is now 1st and 20.
That great catch that Connally just has slipping through their fingers right now.
Yes, sir. 1st and 20 from the Del Valle 43-yard line. 4:39 left to go in the ball game. Del Valle leads it by 5. 26-21 is your score. 3 wide, 2 to the near side for the Cougars. McGrew with the snap. Looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket from pressure. Throws to the center. Caught at the 30-yard line. Taken down. That's going to be past the original line of scrimmage for about a 5-yard gain from the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be about a 15 or 16-yard gain on the pass. And now we are looking at a 2nd and 5 after a 1st and 20 with 4:09 and counting from the Del Valle 28.
Del Valle defense communicating with each other.
4 wide, 3 to the top, single back, shotgun. Delay on the handoff as McGrew holds on to it. Rumbles ahead, close to the first down marker. Actually going to be about a yard shy. Brings up 3rd and 1. 3:47 and counting on the clock and trying to get to the Del Valle red zone. Clock is still winding. 1 timeout remaining for the Cougars. 2 timeouts remaining for the Cardinals. Down to 3:30. 22 seconds on the play clock. 3 wide, 2 backs. Split either side of McGrew. The snap. He holds on to it, throws it into the flat. On the screen, and a first down and a couple of yards more. Taken down kind of hard, but it's a good, clean tackle up to the Del Valle 19-yard line, about 3 yards past the first down marker. 3:16 left to go here in the ball game. Clock management becoming a huge factor here for both these teams.
Absolutely. Right now, Connally doing some okay work here. Del Valle still able to hold them right now so far.
4 wide, 3 the near side, single back. McGrew with the snap. On the delay handoff, stands up at the line of scrimmage, and there he is again. That big three front, the big three on the front there for the Del Valle defense. I swear to Senegal, he's all over the place tonight. 2nd and 10 now, 2:44 and counting. Del Valle, I think, pretty happy to just let this clock keep going with the 5-point lead. The Cougars have to score a touchdown here at least to take a 1-point lead. 3 wide, break the huddle. 2 to the near side, 2 backs, both to the left of McGrew. I take that back, 1 behind and 1 to his right. Man in motion from right to left. The snap, looks to throw. Getting pressure, rolls to his left, throws to his left, and intercepted at the 1-yard line. And he's still on his feet, up to the 5, the 10, the 15, and taken down at the 16. There's a flag coming in late, but Chris Reed with the interception for the Del Valle Cardinals at the 1-yard line. Fantastic good job by this defense. I owe you a bottle of water.
Yes!
As long as that flag doesn't go against Del Valle.
That's going to be the most delicious taste of water I've ever had.
Holy cow, Robert, your color commentator, calls the interception in the 4th quarter. Unbelievable play by the Del Valle Cardinals. And the offense is making their way onto the field. The flag that flew is being discussed, but is probably going to go against the Connally Cougars.
I'm getting a little thirsty.
Holy, well, I'll get you a bottle of water after this. Fantastic call, Robert. I am very, very happy that your prediction came through, sir, and it came through when we needed it the most.
Let's see what happens.
I am going
here.
to take this snippet where you called that interception, and I'm going to take it to the coach's interview next week, and I'm going to say, Coach, listen to this. I want you to listen to what Robert said with 12 minutes in the 4th quarter, what he said. I feel an interception happening in this quarter, and he called it. Del Valle has the ball on their own 16-yard line. There is 2 minutes, 8 seconds left in this ball game, and they have a 5-point lead over the Connally Cougars in their own backyard here at the field. Stacking the line, Del Valle is looking like they're going to go to the wing T. This is their run-heavy offense formation. 2 backs in the backfield. You've got Dunlop on the end as your flex with a single wide receiver to the near side. Elijah under center takes the snap, hands it off directly into the middle real quickly. It's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but more importantly, it's going to keep the clock running. Now we're under 2 minutes. Mendoza on the carry, no gain, but the clock is running. Cougars have 1 timeout. Del Valle has 2. The clock is at 1:47. 2nd and 10. Del Valle at their own 16-yard line. Break huddle. Wing T again. 2 backs in the backfield. Flex on the far side. Single wide receiver. From the snap, handoff goes to Dunlop. He finds a hole on the far side, makes it past the line of scrimmage, gets about a 2-yard gain, and now we're looking at 3rd and 7. The clock is now at 1:24 and counting. I'm really, really surprised that the Cougars have not taken a timeout here. Play clock's down to 25 seconds. Del Valle not in a hurry to break the huddle here. Del Valle Cardinal fans are on their feet. Most of them have left their seat and are down on the rail closest to the sideline as they can get. Del Valle breaks the huddle. 3 wide. They're going to the shotgun. 2 to the near side, and Del Valle is the one to call a timeout with 44 seconds left in the ball game. 5-point lead, Robert. You called it. You got the interception. You got the bottle of water coming at the end of this game. We've got a 3rd and 8. We have 44 seconds, and we were lining up in the shotgun spread formation. What do you think we're going to see here? I have a guess, but I want to hear yours.
Let's see. 3rd down, 8 to go. Oh, man, it's hard to say.
I think what we're going to see is the quarterback option keeper, Elijah Washington's going to hold on to it like he's been doing all night. He's going to swing it out on the perimeter. He's going to get that first down and about 6 yards more.
How about
and he's going to stay in bounds.
How about an option?
Here they go.
Option.
Timeout's over. We'll find out. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can call it. They do go back to the shotgun. 3 wide, 2 to the near side. Elijah Washington has a blocker in front of him and Dunlop behind him. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 8. Here's the snap to start the clock. The throw to the far side and overthrows his intended target. Number 88, Seth Levering, who came up with a big play last week to keep a drive going. Unfortunately, can't do it in this one, as the arm of Washington just a hair too much. Has been a little bit tonight. He's overthrown his target quite a few times tonight, but it just shows you how strong of an arm he actually has. So now the Del Valle Cardinals send their punter out on the field. He'll be sending this one away with 40 seconds on the clock, and he'll be sending it off from the 7-yard line. The snap, the hold, the kick, a high spiraling kick. It's going to land at the 39-yard line or so and take a short Del Valle bounce up to about the 40, looks about to be about the 43-yard line. So Connally with only 43 yards and 32 seconds and 1 timeout. Now here's the question I'm going to ask you. Came out of a timeout. You could have ran the ball, forced the Cougars to use their final timeout by running the ball instead of passing it. Do you like what the call was with the pass play, or do you think they should have ran the ball?
I do.
Okay.
I like the pass play. We would have gotten the yards, would have been able to run the clock down with a first down. That would have sealed the game right there.
Fans over here on the Connally side getting loud. The blitz by the Del Valle Cardinals pressuring McGrew out of the pocket. He's rolling to his left. Throws finally safely out of bounds. Flags come late because it looks like McGrew got hit. Maybe he got hit kind of late out of bounds. The flag's actually over here more by the offensive defensive line, so we may have a holding call going against Connally, and that's exactly what we've got.
There was a lot of time that Del Valle or that Connally had to throw the ball.
5-yard penalty against Connally. So 1st and 10, make that 10-yard penalty. 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 20. 26 seconds left to go in the ball game. 5-point lead by the Cardinals over the Cougars. 26-21 your score. Connally back on their side of the field. 5 wide, 3 to the near side. No back in the backfield. McGrew with the snap. Pressure coming. There's the hold. No flag coming in. And the pass downfield is intercepted by the Del Valle Cardinals at the 18. And running out of bounds up to about the 30. The Del Valle Cardinals have intercepted the football, and they will bring out their offense with 15 seconds left in the game. A missed flag big time there as the defensive player for the Del Valle Cardinals coming off the far end. I think that was Gomez playing. I don't know where the flag wasn't on that one, but my goodness, you saw shoulder pads. He got pulled back so hard. So either way, you got 2 bottles of water coming.
All right. I'll take it.
So Del Valle does get the football first down on their own 33-yard line. Actually, no. They are going to have the penalty marked off after the interception. So good call by the refs coming in late. But Del Valle, now from their own 41 after the penalties marked off, they line up in what we like to call the championship formation. Washington will take the snap, step back 3, take a knee, and watch the clock strike 0. With a 5-point win, the Del Valle Cardinals will start the season 2-0 before they head into district play next week against the Anderson Trojans, again on the road. Cardinal fans, this is the makings of what could be a magical season for the Del Valle Cardinals. They've shown a lot of fire. They've shown a lot of spirit. And more importantly, they've shown you some Del Valley Cardinal football. We've seen a lot of it here tonight. We saw a lot of it last night. The defensive play here tonight was 180 degrees better than it was a week ago, and last week we didn't play bad defense. This week, your Cardinals came together as a team, and they took flight together, taking out the Connally Cougars. 12 minutes are back on the clock. I was ready for play a fifth quarter here from the field in Pflugerville, Texas. The clock is actually at 0. The Del Valley Cardinals win it 26-21. The teams are meeting at midfield. We're going to take a real quick commercial break, give some love to the sponsors one last time because they deserve it. And when we come back, we'll break down this game. We'll talk about next week against the Anderson Trojans, and we will send you on to enjoy the rest of your weekend. Don't go anywhere. This is the Hendricks Motors broadcast of Del Valley Cardinal football, brought to you very proudly by the KMAX Sports Network.
Thinking about college but you don't know where to start? Austin Community College is here to help. Call or visit ACC's College Destination Center now to talk one-on-one with enrollment advisors about your goals and everything you need to get your college plans on track. It's never too early to start. Whether you want to earn a degree, train for a career, or get ahead with transfer classes, ACC offers personalized assistance with applications, financial aid, and more. Visit us at austincc.edu/start now or call 512-223-7747 to learn more. ACC. Start here, get there.
This is the KMAX Sports Network, and this is what we do.
Looking left, throws into the end zone. Snap again, he hits the turf, and Devon scoops it up. Taylor Wilkins corner on the end zone.
15, 10, 5, touchdown. Let us broadcast your team. Send an email to merle@kmaxsports.com or chuck@kmaxsports.com to find out how.
Side, he's got blockers in front of him. Touchdown.
5, touchdown.
Yes, sir.
It's what we do, and nobody does it better. We are KMAX Sports.
Vype Media is the state's most comprehensive high school sports media outlet, covering UIL, private schools. Vype has been in Texas for over a decade. Visit their website at Vype, VYPE-Texas.com. And also pick up your Vype magazine today. Get in the game with Vype Media.
Socialize with us.
You don't have what they call the social skill.
On Twitter at KMAX Sports, or catch us on Facebook. Search KMAX Sports. Just another way KMAX Sports is bringing your team see you.
We're glad you enjoyed the KMAX Sports broadcast. But did you know that you can purchase a copy of this or any KMAX broadcast for personal use? Whether you're making a highlight video or just want to be able to enjoy this game years in the future, send us a note to info@kmaxsports.com. That's info@kmaxsports.com. Let us know which games you're interested in, and we'll set it up for a small fee. We can even do some editing for you. And the great thing, any purchase will send a portion of the proceeds to your school. Enjoy the game now and keep it forever. Purchase any broadcast for personal use. Hit us up, info@kmaxsports.com, bringing your teams and your highlights to you. We are KMAX Sports.
Socialize with us.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click. It's real easy, man.
On Twitter at KMAX Sports, or catch us on Facebook. Search KMAX Sports. Just another way KMAX Sports is bringing your team see you.
Welcome back to the Hendricks Motors broadcast of the Del Valley Cardinals football season, and it is being presented very proudly by Super Smiles Dentistry, On the Move Realty, and of course Austin Community College. We want to thank all the sponsors. More importantly, we want to thank all you listeners for checking out the broadcast. And congratulations to the Del Valley Cardinals, a 26-21 victory here over the Connally Cougars of Pflugerville from here at the field. What a hard-fought game. It was a lot of fun from the moment the first whistle went off until the clock struck 0 here at the end. It was anyone's ball game at one point, 21-21 ball game. The safety, because of the high snap over the head of Darius McGrew, the punter / quarterback for the Del Valley Cardinals. For the Connally Cougars. That is what I think set everything off in motion for the Cardinals. McGrew just did what he had to do. He got the ball out of the back of the end zone. Didn't want to take a hit that he didn't need to have to, because he knew he was going to get a safety regardless. So got the ball out of the back of the end zone, and then, of course, Del Valle able to get down the field, kick a field goal to make it a 5-point ball game, and that is how it ends here, actually really closely with the Connally Cougars getting very close, throwing an interception that's right here on the Del Valle 1-yard line, returning it up to the 13, and that was what Del Valle was able to, hold on to it, run out the clock, give Connally almost no time to do anything with it, and then Del Valle comes through again in a big way with a second interception with under 30 seconds left in the ball game. So Del Valle defense is probably the story of this ball game. Robert, would you agree with that, or do you think that and special teams play? Special teams play, defense, offense, of course, produced, and they did a good job. Elijah Washington did a fantastic job. But when it came down to it tonight, the defense that played as best as they could last week, but not what we knew they were up to, came and played like they were supposed to tonight. And defensive play and special teams play, I think, is what helped secure this 26-21 victory.
I agree. I couldn't have put it better myself. I'm telling you, the defense between last week's game and this week, it's almost like a brand new team. Their defense
Huge
was
difference.
spot on, or the pressure on the quarterback did so much for this win today. Very proud of the Cardinals, the way they played, great tackling. What more can you say? This defense did a fantastic job. Great job by the offense as well, putting up 26 points on the board. Good job, good run. We saw some great runs by all the backs. Quarterback, of course, great job, good catches. Great performance overall by the Del Valle Cardinals.
Couldn't agree with you more, Robert. Next week, we're back on the road. We begin district play. That's it. No more tune-up games. We've got to get right into it. We're in a 9-team district. So next week, Anderson Trojans, we're going to have a game like this, brother, plain and simple. We have got to play exactly like this, and we're going to have to play like this throughout the season and keep getting better throughout the season because we've got a tough district schedule ahead of us.
Absolutely.
We got Bowie in 2 weeks. We've got Westlake, Lake Travis, and we got to close out the season playing your alma mater, Hayes. This is not I mean, you've got two teams in this district expected to win state in 6A in Division I, Division II. That's how tough this district is. If anybody has any questions, right now, Del Valle has got a few eyebrows going up because it's a young team. No returning starters on defense, and tonight they shut down the Connally Cougars until they were able to find some holes in our defense, and they were able to expose it pretty well. Coach is going to watch this film, and he's going to tighten those holes up.
Absolutely. Definitely going to add more to the toolbox. And like you said, surprisingly, a lot of people are probably going to say, Del Valle, really? I'm not surprised. Coach has been doing a great job year after year putting this team together, and it showed today.
Every time I have a conversation with someone, and they're like, oh, you do high school football? Yeah. Who do you call for? I say Del Valle. Oh, man, that poor team, man, they've always sucked. They've always, never make it. And I look at them, and I'm like, you know what? You actually need to pay attention to the game because all of these guys that know, quote unquote, know Del Valle are guys that played high school up to like 4, 5, 6 years ago, right before Del Valle has made this transition.
Right.
Okay, they're all in their young 20s. So they haven't seen Del Valle in the last 4 or 5 years. They haven't seen the changes that this team has gone through, and they haven't seen the improvement. So every time somebody likes to talk a little trash and throw a little shade on Del Valle, I always like to go with them and say, you know what? Go to KMAX Sports, listen to some of these broadcasts, listen to what this team's able to do, and you'll be very surprised. But you know what? Even better, why don't you just make the short drive out here to Del Valle on a home game and watch what they can do. So there's actually a couple of Bowie alum that may be coming to the game since it will be out there at Del Valle. So I'm looking forward to going win or lose. Were you not impressed with Del Valle? Were you not impressed with what they were able to do? Because they're going to impress a lot of people this season. Folks, you got anything else? You want to close it out with something?
No, great game. I enjoyed it, as usual.
Pflugerville ISD, thank you for the hospitality. The field is absolutely beautiful, as always. If you ever have an opportunity to come out here and check out a football game, you should absolutely do it. It is a fantastic facility they've built here in Pflugerville. For my broadcast partner, Robert Rodriguez, for our QA back at KMAX Studios, making sure that this broadcast went on as flawlessly as possible. We greatly appreciate all of his help. That would be Brandon McLaughlin. My name is Daniel Chancellor. We're going to sign out here from the field in Pflugerville, Texas, where the Del Valle Cardinals have secured the Week 2 victory over the Connally Cougars 26-21, and they're going to get ready for some more adjustments or get some more adjustments taken care of and get ready to take on the Anderson Trojans next week, next Thursday, the 13th, right here on the KMAX Sports Network. Robert and I will be bringing it to you with the help of Brandon one more week. With the help and thanks of all the ownership of KMAX Sports and all of our tech support, thank you guys for tuning in. Be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you back here next Thursday under the lights, on the road, but always on the KMAX Sports Network. Good night, everybody.